changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself in this coupe. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Scottis.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat Dak. And we ain't scared of running. So one team over here is Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah, DC4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing? It is Sunday, right? I work Sunday.
Yes, it's Sunday. It is Sunday.
It's Sunday. It's a glorious Sunday in
Beautiful
the liquor
Sunday.
store. And you know, we will have communion. I ain't gonna let y'all get sloppy drunk.
Hold on. You know how Trump say everything beautiful. It was a beautiful Sunday. It was a glorious Sunday. Trump's so fucking funny to me, bro. It was a beautiful Sunday. It's just a beautiful day. That's Trump right there. My Trump impersonation.
We're going to give you an A for effort because we rock with you, man. Hey, my boy from Oak Cliff in the building, man. What's good with you?
Salute.
Sermon. What's up with you, man? It's an Oak Cliff Rockefeller. No, my boy got that bag.
I don't know. Let me see.
Let's see. Who else in this man? Actually, King Symbols. See, we got some real ones in here, man. We got
Man, salute to the people rocking with the team, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Calvin Jefferson, my boy Mark Ruffin, not David Ruffin. He told
you know what I'm saying?
Nobody came to see you, Otis, and he believed that.
Somebody said, "Are you a Cowboy fan?" Who you talking to? Us? I don't know. I ain't sure. Let me know. Hold on. You see that star right there too? I ain't sure. Let me know. I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think.
I have my boy Zach taking time out of his day that he would never get back to come in and say the Dallas Cowboys are the greatest. You know, I was going to read the bullshit you actually typed. But, yeah, I appreciate you for taking time out your day.
Bless his heart.
God.
Bless his little heart.
Listen, God just be blessing us, man. And all the interactions, all the people that come and show the support for the channel.
Yeah, Hen, you kind of low.
I'm sort of low.
Yeah.
Man.
I thought it was just me.
Let me see if I can make this a little bit better. Let me see. This is probably gonna be the best it can get, honestly.
Well, you might have to talk a little loud then.
Maybe so.
Talk like you do in the alley. You know what I'm saying?
Hey! Get out my yard.
All
right. But, hey, Justin Kitchen in the building. My boy Corey. Salute to everybody sliding in, man. And listen,
Salute.
Before we get into the content, because we probably going to be on some rants. Right, there's probably going to be some rants today.
Probably.
So before we get into the content, I just need y'all to remember the proper rules and regulations for rocking with us. Hit that like button on both pages if you're in the trap, if you're in the liquor store, if you need some Henny and some Coke, or you need some real Coke, right?
Wait a minute.
Wherever you going, you go to the liquor store, you go to the trap house, make sure you hit that like button.
That boy said some real Coke. Oh, wait a minute.
like man, this is some Mexican Coke. You know that Mexican Coke you got in the bottle be a little bit stronger.
This is what they used to put in the Coca-Cola back in the day. That pure.
Back in the Gap.
No, I'm talking about.
But yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button on both pages, all platforms. Make sure y'all hit that share button. And listen, it is Sunday. We are taking up offering. Right, we are taking up offerings on a Sunday, man.
Where the collection plate at? Let me see.
Just go ahead and pass it around.
I just got a hat then, you know what I'm saying? Like on the side of the street.
Like, hey, we'll podcast for food.
All right.
So, yeah,
I'm going to give me a sign. I will speak about Cowboys for food.
So,
hey, y'all can pay us in eggs. You know, they say the price of eggs is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you can mail me a couple eggs. We good.
If you give me some free eggs, I might flip them. I'm gonna have them loaded in the grocery store.
All right, post it up at the grocery store. Walk in your trap and take over your trap. We said we undercutting Piggly Wiggly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in front of Walmart, man. I'm in the Walmart parking lot with it. Y'all send me some cars of eggs.
Hey, while we playing, we need to raise some chickens around them.
Man, listen.
Straight up, we'll be rich.
We already in the country, landlord.
Know what I'm saying? We need to go get us some chickens. I might go invest. I gotta go raise me some chickens.
All right, now your boy done got out on parole, shot them bitch.
You talking about old 14?
Yeah, 14.
Old 14. That boy, 14. That boy up. Woo.
Boy.
Sheesh.
But yeah, you want to support, man, hit the cash app. You know YouTube hates us. We ain't monetizing YouTube no more, man. We got hit with a YouTube Rico. So you ain't no super chats. ain't none of that shit.
We so diabolical.
How they get everybody?
We got hit with a YouTube Rico. That's just crazy. Go ahead.
So
they put the paperwork on our
You got to cash app if you like us, man. Ain't in the mood.
We so gangster with it, boy. The YouTube Rico is just ridiculous. Like they said they had to put an end to this shit.
Man, they don't want to hear shit from us no more.
All right.
Look, all right, let's get to the content, man. He said at least somebody's already making moves to get better. Never Jerry and Steven. It's never going to be Jerry and Steven, man.
Neil, you got to get on your job because I ain't seen nobody get slapped in a minute. So
man,
you got to warm your hand up, Neil.
Yeah, salute to them here, Neil. My boy always coming in slapping the shit out of them boys, man.
All right.
He said people be smuggling chicken.
Straight up. I'm finna raise me some chickens around there, man.
All right, man. Let's just talk about it, man. Listen, everybody in the chat box talk about it anyway, man. So let's just talk about it. Deebo Samuels, Cowboy killer, was sent. Now, listen, you like how I did that shit, right?
Yeah.
Because listen, he don't ever have good seasons, but he have good games against the Dallas Cowboys.
That's concerning.
Maybe we'll see. I have my stuff, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it with an open mind. He was sent to the Commanders for a 5th round pick. And listen, everybody's in shambles. Like I was getting ready to go to work yesterday, and the news dropped. So I didn't even get time to come on here and give y'all my opinions about how I really felt about this and everything else. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be fair. I'm going to have a multifaceted conversation about this. When I say multifaceted, I mean there's more than one aspect to it that we're going to touch on. Do I personally think Deebo Samuels is still like that? Well, no. Like I'm documenting, I'm telling y'all how I felt about Deebo Samuels. Like I got documentation saying that I don't want Deebo Samuels if I was the Dallas Cowboys. Now I don't know if my stuff loaded in. Because, here it go. And if you read this, I put this up a month ago, man. Like I tweeted this out a month ago because that's when the Deebo Samuel trade talk started. I said if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I'm saying no to a Deebo trade. If the Cowboys want a declining wide receiver, they could add Amari Cooper or Diggs in free agency and keep their assets. Hell, you could add both if the price is right. That's what I was thinking about when in terms for the Dallas Cowboys. So when you think about our position, would Deebo Samuels be better than the guys we have? Sure. But could we use that money and that assets better? Right? Do you want to pay Deebo Samuels $22 million? Or do you want to spread it around multiple wide receivers? I could probably get Amari Cooper and Stephon Diggs for the same cap hit. If we talk about declining wide receivers.
On a BOGO deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like buy one, get one free. Like we love that.
Yeah.
We love stuff like that. So, it's been a very long time since Deebo Samuels has had 1,000 yards from scrimmage. Deebo Samuel since 2021 has not been the same wide receiver. He's dealt with injuries. He's dealt with inconsistencies. He's been a malcontent. And, one of the reasons that he's leaving is he doesn't want to play running back no more. He doesn't want to be the wide receiver running back hybrid anymore. He wants to be a real wide receiver.
He been getting busted up.
Exactly. Like
Pause.
He want to. I know, right? But listen, because landlord said that and not P. Diddy, we're not going to just take that.
Exactly.
All out
of context,
Now, so this is the thing though. While I did not, and I'm being fair, because even though I didn't want him for the Dallas Cowboys, he does improve the Washington Commanders. We can all agree on that. Like Deebo Samuels is a better wide receiver than everybody else on that team, not named Scary Terry.
To be honest though, I feel like Deebo for a fifth is good value though. You know what I'm saying? I think that's decent value. They ain't have to overextend themselves for him. You know what I'm saying? They just did a little normal deal. I don't think nobody lost on that. And I feel like he might pay more dividends than any other fifth round pick would. What you think? I think that's almost obvious.
You're not wrong about that. Because listen, we up here talking about we never want to see another fifth round pick wide receiver play for our team again.
Yeah.
So of course,
what use is a fifth round pick really? Like, okay, sometimes you score on fifth round picks. You get people like Deron Bland sometimes. But most of the time, majority of the times, you're not scoring on a fifth round pick like that. So I take my chances with a known commodity or known asset, even if he is declining, because you at least get something. A lot of fifth round picks ain't even on his team. So what about what? Simi Fehoko was a fifth round pick, wasn't
he? Yeah, Simi was a fifth round pick.
Some of these dudes don't never do nothing, and they just, they end up driving trucks and doing regular stuff like us. You know what I'm saying? Working on the side of me.
Hey, you got a broke nigga over there that came on here on a Sunday to tell us to get some jobs. First and foremost, you broke bitch. You Section 8 living government handout assistant motherfucker. I have 2 jobs. Matter of fact, you need to come see me at my primary job. I might be able to get you some housing. Right, I might be able to help you get on Section 8 program. I'll do the inspection for you and all that other good stuff. Talk about get some jobs. Bitch,
yeah.
Do you not see these houses, these paid off houses and shit we sitting in?
Yeah, I don't even address ignorance. Like, you don't know me from a can of paint, sir. Get your punk ass on somewhere.
What are you plugging? How you gonna get pay-per-view, man? You ain't got a TV. You got a smartphone and some Wi-Fi you stealing from your neighbor, nigga.
The internet empowers idiots to speak as if they was real niggas. Exactly. If I seen you in person, I'd choke you up, turn you upside down, shake all your money out. It ain't nothing but a couple of dimes and pennies in that motherfucker. And then I'd probably punch you up and then send you on by your little merry little way. So,
he said HTM, what happened? I can't comment on your page. I don't know, brother. Let me check that out. I'm not sure what's wrong with that.
You walk up to a nigga like that and grip his shirt. You got to wrinkle his shirt all the way up and then just lift him up like with one hand in front of his girl. He probably weigh about 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Just totally disrespect him.
Now, why
you know what I'm saying?
Why you disrespect women and think that they would go with that nigga?
True. You right.
Ain't gonna be disrespecting women like that, man. We're a gentleman. We got chivalry.
You walk up and just wrinkle his shirt up. You know what I'm saying? Just do him dirty.
To get jobs.
Smack his hat off. You know what I'm saying? like the old school.
Hey, but he talking about we fanboying like, oh, cool. You fan of us, nigga. You
on my channel. You on his channel.
You came and found us, nigga. You on our dick.
We didn't even know you existed. You know what I'm saying?
You over here trying to get pregnant on a Sunday morning. Freaky ass boy. Stay your freaky ass in the house, nigga.
Yeah, he one of them wedgie niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? You just totally disrespect him. He getting humiliated.
Get
that boy
a swirly, put his head in the toe.
Y'all lucky they stopped nonsense violence, cause back in the day where I grew up, hey, you might just get punched on cause we ain't feeling good today, you know?
Man.
It's a good thing though. It's a good thing.
They said back him up. Fuck him. Hey, y'all should have been a shot that nigga. If he's still alive, man, we ain't paying our shooters like we supposed to be paying our shooters, man. We supposed to be stretch this nigga out.
But that's enough of that dude, man. Let's get back on the real topic at hand. Yeah.
He said, I just come on your page. Did you see it? No. I don't know what the hell going on. Oh.
JV was part of the RICO. He didn't even know.
Man, let me make sure that nobody done clipped my boy.
Yeah, they done put you in the RICO, JV.
Weird stuff be happening, so let me go check on my boy's stuff, man. We rock with JV in the liquor store. So we make sure that he can be amongst us.
But man, like I said, with the 5th round pick for Deebo, that is value though. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you consider what we gave up for an unproven second-year player that hasn't done anything. You know, even if Deebo is declining, which one would you take right now?
You talk about between
Mingo and Deebo.
Of course it'd be Deebo, but that's not what I want for the Cowboys. I didn't want neither one of these niggas, and that's the issue.
I'm just saying, before you crap on a deal, let's consider what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey,
that's all I'm saying. I feel like our front office is holding us back tremendously.
Man, this is the thing. We all agree that the front office ain't shit. Like, nobody is going to argue that. It's just, I don't look at Deebo like everybody else look at Deebo. And I guess that's the disconnect, because I didn't want him. Like, I personally did not want the man. So, when somebody else gets, when somebody else gets some shit you don't want, it don't really make you feel no kind of way. And maybe that's the thing. Because, like I would have, it's like when Brandon Cooks got traded to the Cowboys for you. Like, you were happy because it was better than what you had, but you didn't want that nigga.
Nah, true.
So, that's how I feel about Deebo. Like, if he
had they showed me signs of life. You know what I'm saying? We was alive.
That's that, and that's the thing. It's the same thing with me. If he had ended up here, I would have gave him an A for effort. But I didn't want that nigga.
Yeah, Jeff, just being foul, we haven't seen much from Mingo, but I mean, my problem with it is, potentially, we can all agree that it probably was better options out there. Not saying that Mingo not going to be successful. He could turn up this year. Who knows? But off face value, I feel like we probably can agree that it was some better moves to be made.
I think.
Let me know if y'all with me or not. Hey, it is what it is. I think that was just, especially right now, it ain't fair because we didn't get anything from him. But, I mean, off face value, I just feel like it probably was some smarter moves to be made out there.
I mean, before the season started, didn't Jerry Jeudy get traded?
Exactly, and we been had our eye on Jeudy.
Amari Cooper got traded in the middle of the season.
Y'all know that, right? I wanted Jeudy in the draft, but, the Cowboys been had their eye on Jeudy. They tried to do something in one of them off season, didn't it?
I can't remember, but yeah, they were looking at Jeudy at one point.
We just don't be successful, that's all.
My boy said my 49ers friends haven't liked Deebo for a while. I mean, he's been hurt. He hasn't been a productive player in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But he's Deebo Samuel. He got a name.
Yeah, I mean, a change of scenery could do a lot for a player like him.
Which is true. Like I said, but this is the thing, man. It's going to be like, who do you trust offensively more? Do you think, you can trust a Shanahan offense more, or what they're going to do over there with the Commanders? Or I know Brock Purdy isn't the world's greatest quarterback, but he's a Pro Bowl quarterback. You know what
One
I'm saying?
thing I say, I'm with you on that, but I just feel like if Deebo already saying making his own ultimatums, like he don't want to do this, he don't want to do that, that right there let me know that wasn't a healthy relationship over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you lead men, you don't want nobody just being super defiant like that. It just mess up everything. You know what I'm saying? You like, bro, this your role. And he like, I don't want to be a running back wide receiver no more. Like, what you talking about? That's who you been. Like, what you mean? Like,
but you got to think that he wasn't getting hurt before when he first started doing that shit.
I understand why. I'm not saying he wrong, but you got to look at it from the leadership standpoint. They like, now you just don't want to do what you been doing? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's going to be an unhealthy relationship after a while because it's too many disagreements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and listen, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, as a player, I got to look out for me. Like, I'm not.
Yeah,
even
you
mad,
do.
I'm not even mad at Deebo for speaking up about the
Me,
shit.
the self-preservation is number one.
Yeah,
but we just talking about from the perspective of the team. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they was at odds.
Oh, yeah,
so that's why I'm saying, think about it. If you at odds, now I'm calling this run for you, and you ain't really running for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm calling this route for you, and you don't feel like that's a good route no more. Like, it's just certain stuff. Well, I need you to block, but you like, that ain't what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain. The whole philosophy had to be at odds. Like, they had different philosophies after a while. And now he going somewhere where they probably would work with him a little more. But to me, I feel like if you ain't running Deebo, you ain't really getting Deebo no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what made him special. Mm-hmm. That's what made him special. So if you ain't doing that, if you ain't offering me that, like, what am I getting actually?
Hey, man, he want to be a wide receiver, dog. He said, I'm a wide receiver.
Pinocchio wanted to be a boy.
Didn't he eventually become a real boy? I forget how that shit ended.
It's a fantasy, though.
Shit. I mean, hey, you brought the nigga up.
I'm just saying. what mama used to say, people in hell want ice water. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
You don't get what you want.
I mean, no, that'd be funny as hell. Like, people here want ice water. No, they want to be out of hell. they like, let me out. I don't want no ice water. let me out.
You hand them the ice water, they just knock the cup down like, I don't want this shit. Get me up out of here. It's hot, goddammit. Brian Peters said Mingo can be productive. He has the tools. With Dak throwing him the ball, a balanced attack, and an OC with a plan, he'll be better. Not saying he's a number one, but he can make plays and block in the run game. I agree. I like it. Actually, bro, like, I'm being hard on Mingo because of what we seen and what we got out of him, which may or may not be his fault. But I actually like Mingo coming out of Ole Miss. Like, I actually liked him. So when we did the trade, what I told you here, I'm like, I ain't really mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I did like the player.
It was just stupid to do it while Dak was hurt.
Exactly. It just didn't make sense at the time, and I don't know about the value. Like, we see proven all-pro, Pro Bowl players going for a fifth-round pick these days, so to give up a fourth, that's a little rich. It's just like the deal wasn't ideal, in my opinion. But I always liked it, Mingo coming out of Ole Miss. Like, I told you, that was the year I went to the Senior Bowl. Mm-hmm. And when I went to the Senior Bowl, all the Ole Miss people was talking about watch Mingo, check Mingo out. I asked every fan base, like, who your favorite guy, who I need to watch out for? Because everybody had their, team memorabilia and stuff on. So I asked the Ole Miss people, and they straight said Jonathan Mingo. Like, they all liked him. So I paid attention to what I seen from him at the Senior Bowl and at Ole Miss. Like, he's a good player. But I don't know if it can translate. It just ain't translated here yet. So we'll have to see.
Yeah. So I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not down on Mingo, but I'm scared that they're going to use Mingo as an excuse not to get a wide receiver.
And say Mingo is enough.
Yeah, and that's not true.
That's definitely not true.
Yeah, so really the bigger issue that I have. Like, Jonathan Mingo might be fine, but at the same token, dog, like, we can't sit up here and just let them have their way. Like, they can't just be this cheap and expect Dak Prescott to save the day.
What's strange though, if I'm not mistaken, because it has been a few years, I believe Ole Miss was kind of using Mingo like a Deebo-ish player. I believe they was. I believe they was running like, cause he was a yak dude too. He got a lot of yards after the catch, and I believe they was doing like little reverses and stuff like that. They was using him as one of those type players too. So it's kind of strange that we got to compare those two deals, and they pretty much like he pretty much like a lesser version of him.
Hey, shout out to Justin Kitchen for the Cash App, man. I appreciate you for showing love, supporting the channel. You a real one. Thank you very much.
Salute. We appreciate the support, man.
And JVB boy, I'm trying to find my block list to see if somebody blocked you on here. I just can't remember how the hell you do it on YouTube. That's what I'm looking out the screen for. So I'm trying to see why you can't comment on my page, but just bear with me. We're gonna get you back in the liquor store.
What's his name? Big DC Big Oso Yahweh. That's fair. That's fair. But the thing about it with me, I don't trust nothing the Panthers got going on. I'm talking about nothing. You know I'm a Bama fan. They did Bryce Young bad. I said it right away. Did I not, Hen? I said, these dudes tripping. Like, they just a terrible organization, bro. Like, I wouldn't trust nothing I don't trust none of their evaluations. None. So, you tell me you coming from the Panthers, I'm like, yeah, I need to evaluate you myself. Like, I'm not taking nothing the Panthers got going on. I'm not. I just don't. I don't value what they said. They're a terrible organization.
Yeah. Bryce Young a terrible quarterback too, though, so they go hand in hand.
You know.
I'm glad they ended up together.
You gonna see. One of these days you gonna see.
You gotta say one of these days. What the hell?
He gotta get some weapons. This man has no weapons.
Shout out to Jeff, man, for the Cash App. Thank you for being trill and helping keep the lights on in the liquor store.
Salute, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We really do.
When we beefing with people like Landlord,
I got it over here too, Jesse Kitchen. So we appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, when you beefing with folks like Landlord and they sending nefarious shooters out of Birmingham to surround your house.
Don't do that.
You need all the help you can get, man.
Y'all know y'all supposed to be trying to help me get out of Birmingham now. It's dangerous out here.
Miss Patrice, what's up?
Miss Patrice in the building.
Flats. What's up, folks?
Let's do it. What's happening? It's been a minute, Miss Patrice. How you doing?
I'm happy to see you. Long time no see. Yeah, we got the Cash App, brother. We appreciate everything, dog. For real. Let's see, man. He said he elevated them, making
Montana just be hating so bad on Bama. Good Lord. Y'all won the championship. Why is you worried about us?
He said Jalen Mildew and Bryce Young the same.
Now look, and y'all had a history of having bad quarterbacks. I let you live. You know what I'm saying? CJ was the outlier, and he ain't all that like everybody think.
I like CJ.
He all right. That second year let you know what time it was.
We ain't gonna do that.
That second year, yeah, sophomore slump. Yeah.
Everybody has sophomore slumps, though.
Dak didn't.
Yes, the fuck he did.
No, he didn't.
We ain't gonna sit here. You acting like a colonizer. You're gonna rewrite history, huh?
I don't remember.
You don't remember now.
I mean, you gonna slump after having the season they had as a rookie. Anything gonna be a slump.
Nah, you don't remember we missed the playoffs and they were.
That's the year that Dez left after that, right?
No, Dez left the year. Yeah, Dez left after Dak Prescott's sophomore year. That was the year where Dak and Dez wasn't on the same page. They were blaming Dez, and some people were blaming Dak. And the offense was horrible when Zeke Elliott got suspended and all that other craziness.
It's a lot going on though.
It's Dallas.
I'm just saying. So how we just gonna say that? Well, it might have equaled up to a slump, but you know.
I mean, and then we did that man dirty. We had that man playing wide receiver by committee.
See, that ain't no slump. That's
hold on.
that's a bad organization.
I talk about the third year.
Oh yeah, that was
He
terrible.
said, "Do you have Apple Pay?" I might.
I got PayPal.
I
I don't
might.
got Apple Pay. I got PayPal though.
I might. I don't know. I don't know how you get Apple Pay because I'm a caveman.
You got an Apple phone.
I don't know how to use it.
I got an Apple computer and laptop, so I
Yeah,
can't talk too much.
I don't know how to use Apple Pay because I always use Cash App. So you could walk me through it. I probably have it, but I don't know.
We'll set that mug up.
He said he had 3,000 yards. All right, what the hell are we talking about though? He said more excuses. Like
Man, Montana, if you ain't trying to play NCAA, man, I don't want to hear nothing else from you.
Cause I'm trying to see what excuses we talk about.
It's big smoke now. It's big smoke now.
We just we just said the man had a slump in 2017. So what the fuck are you talking about an excuse? We said the man had a slump.
I mean, if all that's going on, is it an excuse or is it what happened? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, folks don't ever want to hear what actually happened. It's like, oh, fuck that nigga, he sucked. Like, they don't ever want no perspective, context, or nothing. They just
like I just said, for Bryce Young, he had a bad year and all that good stuff, but he literally has no weapons.
Dude, what are you asking? You said
it's a reason. Okay, it might not be an excuse. Is it an excuse or is it a reason?
He said he had 3,000-yard receivers in 2019. We had 2 actually. I need you to go back and fact check that because he had 2 guys.
And I want you to know.
Yards. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead. Get him then.
He had 2 1,000-yard receivers, and he was a yard away from breaking the Dallas Cowboys all-time receiving record for a season. They literally had to hold him out from breaking the record because they were already in a contract dispute with the man. The Dallas Cowboys did not succeed as a team, but Dak Prescott threw 30 touchdowns and only 11 picks that year. He also ran for another 3. So you're telling me a guy that posted 33 touchdowns and only 11 turnovers did not have a good year? He said, you said Dak can elevate any wide receiver. Your statement. I ain't say that shit. First and foremost, I ain't say the man can elevate any goddamn wide receiver. Yes, it's 838,000.
Amp in the building, what's going on?
Salute to Amp. It's 838,000. No, you up here rounding up. 200 goddamn yards to get that man to 1,000 yards. And listen, that matter of fact, I'm glad you brought up Randall Cobb. Did Dak not elevate Randall Cobb? Because Randall Cobb ain't do a goddamn thing when he left Dallas. He ain't do shit before he got to Dallas those last couple of years. Had a great year in Dallas and he do shit when he left.
Dak elevated Randall Cobb.
So
I think that's evident.
I'm glad you brought Randall Cobb up.
Dak elevated Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb did nothing after that. And he went back to Rodgers and still did nothing. He said, get the Apple Pay wallet. Let's see.
Okay, so y'all arguing in the chat
Can you
box.
get Apple Pay on Android?
Nigga, I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Round up my pay. He said, I wish I could round up my pay like, oh boy.
He said what?
He said, I wish I could round up my pay like that, boy. He brought 838 to 1,000 real quick. I like, shit. I wish I could.
Because Cooks is washed. That's why. Y'all think, see, this what used to piss me off about people. And look, I'm well documented on my disdain for Brandon Cooks. All right. What's so crazy is, like, people say, he had 1,000 yards. Think about how many seasons that was, bro. Shit. How many seasons he played? Then the last season, he didn't get 1,000. Everybody talking about he got 1,000 yards everywhere he went. That man is declined drastically, bro. Like, and we used him as a 2. He might be able to be an okay 3, but he's not a 2 no more. He's not a 2 no more.
There's a lot of guys that Dak Prescott got paid. Cedric Wilson, Jarwin, right? Shit. You talk about Cobb, hell. Cobb only had 838 yards. You the one rounded nigga up to 1,000.
To be honest though, Cobb's supposed to have way more that year. Like, he got a lot of big plays, touchdowns and stuff called back. Like, I'm talking about at least like 4 or 5 touchdowns called back. Like they was going crazy that year. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but remember, like because they did not win a Super Bowl or made it to the playoffs, none of that shit matters. Even though Dak, had a great season. But hey, it is what it is, though, man.
Bro,
Like,
Dak can elevate players. It's just like you can't elevate everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Most of the times, it was our defense letting us down. Our offense let us down a couple of times, but they was going up against San Francisco, a dominant defense. Like, it was respectable. And we had some questionable play calling at times. So, I mean, in most of the playoff games and stuff that y'all want to be critical of, because if you talk about anything else, Dak is a winner. Not in the playoffs. That's our biggest Achilles heel right now. So if we talking about the playoffs, a lot of those games ended up being the defense was our downfall. A lot of those games. If the defense can hold us up, like, at least hold up for a few quarters, Dak and them usually catch on. You know what I'm saying? Even if they start slow, they usually catch on, but sometimes it just be like the game be over because the defense then got smacked. So I know that sounds like maybe an excuse to people that don't like Dak, but I want you to watch other teams and other football games, and you will see that when your Lamar Jackson is struggling, they defense hold them up. When your Patrick Mahomes is struggling, they defense hold them up. When Josh Allen is struggling, they defense hold them up. They get stops, and then they allow their quarterbacks to get everything going and score points. So, I mean, I don't know if you watch football, but that's how it go. Real talk. In Dallas, a lot of the times it be okay. Dak starting out slow. He can't score. And then what? The defense go out there and give up 7. Then Dak can't score again. He just ain't got it yet. Defense go out there, give up 7. Now, next thing you know, we down 14-0.
But this is what I want people to understand, right? They talk about the defense. Like, the defense we showed. No, the fuck they don't. Listen, you have 5 playoff losses in the Dak Prescott era. In 3 of them, your defense gave up over 30 points. They gave up over 30 points. In one of those games, right, even though they listen, in a lot of those games, you've been ran out the field. You gave up 297 yards rushing in one game. You gave up 169 yards rushing in one game. You let what's the boy name? Aaron Jones run for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns in another game. Like, you're not winning. You get blown off the field on the ground every time. You're either getting 30-pieced or ran off the field. And you think that the quarterback in the offense is going to overcome that shit all the time. Like, we're going into games at halftime with the defense giving up 28 points, giving up 21 points. Playoff scoring is down across the league. You're not supposed to score that many fucking points in the playoffs. The average points scored per game in the playoffs is like 23. You're giving up that at halftime, and you think we're supposed to fucking win games.
It's not happening.
Like, matter of fact, case in point, do you know what the score was at halftime for a lot of these games? Like, when the Buffalo Bills played the Denver Broncos, what was the score at halftime?
I don't know.
What was the score at halftime?
You said who?
The Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos.
What was it?
It was 7-10. It was 7-10 at halftime. Now, the Bills ended up blowing them out, but all those points, because everybody talk about Dak Prescott starts slow. Like, nigga, there's 4 quarters. There's 4 quarters. It's not supposed to be a blowout in the first half.
That's true.
Matter of fact, what was the score for Buffalo, Kansas City at halftime? Let me just check that in. Folks always talk about Dak Prescott on offense start slow. You're fucking supposed to.
It's the playoffs. This shit ain't easy no more.
Ain't supposed to be a track meet. Ain't supposed to be a track meet. Now, this is the most points I've seen scored. It's 21-16. It ain't 28.
I give Freight Train some props too right here, because I believe in this. He said in the playoffs, your cheap spending weaknesses get exposed. Real talk, because y'all got to understand, in the playoffs, bro, the competition level is close now. So what's going to separate you? You see what I'm saying? You're not just head and shoulders above no team no more. That gap is closed now. So now you need some better players and some better performers in those clutch situations to separate you, bro. Like, we do good in the regular season because a lot of the time we might just be a better football team. But when it comes to the playoffs, it's that gap is closed, bro. Like, now it's time for you to have a quality player. Your wide receiver might need to be a couple inches taller. Your running back might need to be a few seconds faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the nature of the game.
Because listen, you know what you have not had is a run game.
A run game in none of these playoffs.
The Dallas Cowboys have not had a 100-yard rusher since 2018 against Russell Wilson and them in the first game.
And he won.
Matter of fact, I do want to understand this. Why does Dak is the only one to get smoked for playoff underperformance and not Zeke when he was the face of the team?
And everybody said Zeke was carrying them.
Zeke was carrying us. All right, against the Rams, that man had like 40 yards rushing on 20-some attempts. Did not do a damn thing. Against the 49ers in 2021, what did Zeke run for? Against even when we blew out the Bucks, Zeke wasn't even the leading rusher. It was Tony Pollard. He had 70-something yards.
Thanos, I respectfully disagree with that. He said we lost most of those playoff games due to heart, not player acquisition. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't care how much heart you got. If you ain't talented enough, you going to lose. Real talk. Now, you might get a good fight because guess what? We act like the other team ain't got heart too. What you mean? Like, you can have heart. The other team got heart too, Thanos. Like, it ain't like we the only ones that can have heart. You can have as much heart as you want to. The other team got heart too. So what's gonna separate us? The talent level.
Yeah, because listen, you gotta have heart and some grit to even make the playoffs. Like, that shit is hard. There's only 7 teams from each conference that gets in. Like, if you're coming in as a wild card, you know you fought to get in.
Facts.
Like, the year that we win and we had to go to Tampa Bay, we had to fight and claw. Dak missed time. We had to fight and claw with Cooper Rush to get in. We had to fight and claw when Dak Prescott came back. We couldn't even win our division, and we still had to go on the road and fight and claw. Like, it's not hard. It's not easy to go to Tampa. It's not easy to go to San Fran to play them boys. You have to have some nuts to do that shit.
Yeah, just like Terrence said, the Eagles just won because of talent acquisition. Real talk. What the Eagles would have been without Saquon Barkley, bro?
At the house.
They would not be holding up no Lombardi trophy if it wasn't for Saquon, man. Let's be real. That one move right there drastically changed their fate last year. And think about it. Jalen Hurts had some rough patches in that year. It ain't like he was just setting the world on blaze. If he was, he probably would have been the MVP.
Yeah, and to go back to what I was saying about the playoffs, right? Listen to these scores, and y'all tell me where all these. There's like one outlier, and that's like the Commanders-Lions game. But where are these super high scoring playoff games y'all talking about? The score of these playoff games, man. Listen to this shit.
Hold on. Thanos said, I see your point. I'm calm, not trying to send anyone to another dimension today. Yeah, just chill out, Thanos. We don't want no smoke.
All right.
So we don't want you to snap your fingers, man. We good.
So Chargers, Texans end up being 12-32. It was 6-10 at halftime. Right, so that slow start ain't stopped the Texans from winning the game, right?
Yeah.
All right, because they actually have a team. Steelers Ravens ended up being 28-14. Now that one was an ass whooping, right? They were 21-0 at halftime. They had to pass the stick.
Yeah.
Right, but still, they only ended up scoring 7 more points the rest of the game. They allowed them to get back in the game. Rams Eagles were 28-22. It was a snowstorm. I'll give you that much, but it was 10-13 at halftime. Like the Eagles got one of the best offenses in the league. Only put up 13 points in a half of football. Right? Am I wrong for that? For saying that and bringing that up? So why do people act like we're supposed to score 90 points in the fucking playoffs? Right? Commanders and Lions. What was the one outlier? This Commander scored 31 points in the first half, and that's why the Lions got their ass whooped. They were the Dallas Cowboys. The Lions were the Dallas Cowboys that game. They gave up an insane amount of points in a half of football, and that was the game. And that what happened to the Dallas Cowboys.
And y'all making my point. True Cowboy says Eagles went to Super Bowl before Barkley. They fixed problems. It was secondary. What did they do? Acquire talent. You know what I'm saying? They went and aggressively fixed their secondary. They went and got 2 top cornerbacks in the draft. Like, that's player acquisition. It ain't got to just be free agency. You see what I'm saying? They aggressively attacked their problems and their issues, and they got the results that they was looking for.
Yeah, they drafted
That's what they did.
They drafted well. They signed other premium free agents. Bond was a free agent as well. We don't talk about that.
Original people in the building. What's going on?
Salute to the original people, man. But yeah, that's my thing. Like, this wasn't even supposed to be a damn Dak Prescott show. Like, y'all just came out of here out of nowhere. Fuck Dak Prescott. Y'all making excuses. Like, nigga, we weren't even talking about this nigga like that.
All right. Look, you must don't follow us because we not Dak apologists, bro.
Like, man,
I'm really on the
nigga 50 times.
I'm on that type of time where I'm thinking about the future now.
Yeah, like, listen, and that's fair. The man.
I'm thinking about another quarterback in a minute, I swear.
How much more time does he got to play?
That's what I'm saying. Now, look, I just made the case the other day on Bossland. I don't know if y'all seen it, but the Cowboys always wait too long with their stars, and we ended up being left for dead. We never get anything back for anybody. Guess what? You just had a Hall of Fame guard. Got nothing from him. Last year you had a Hall of Fame guard. He didn't play like one, but last year you had a Hall of Fame guard. This year you have nothing. The year before that you had a Hall of Fame left tackle. The year after that you got nothing.
Nothing.
You see what I'm saying? You just left with nothing. Like, that's not good business, bro. Like, just like Bill Walsh said, that's why I'm glad Boss played that for me, man, because that was powerful. That man said, I want your good years. Mm-hmm. That's business right there. We love these players too much, man, and I think that come from Jerry. Jerry love his players. He tell you, I love my players. The players love him. Screw all that love talk. Love ain't gonna get you to the Super Bowl. It ain't gonna get you to win it either. You gotta know how to play business. Know what I'm saying? If you know for a fact, that's the type of shit that got Zeke back in the building. Cause we love him. It went his goddamn play. Think about that. That love have people getting snaps over other folks. That love keep you, it's pulling you back, bro. It's holding you back. We love Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank might not supposed to been playing as much last year. Maybe if Sam was healthy, he might have not been. But, like, bro, some of these players decline, bro. That love gonna hold you back. That love is what kept Zeke on the field when Tony should have been running the ball them years. Y'all remember? We like, bro, Tony really should be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. That love is what trumps your logic. What you do for love, you do stuff that ain't even logical.
At all.
Like giving people fucking snaps that don't deserve it. I'm tired of playing with y'all, bro. We got to really get to the root of this. And I know people get tired of me ranting about the same stuff, but this the only way we're going to get over the hump. The only way we're going to get over the hump if we address this type of stuff like this, man. We ain't even got abundance or a surplus of talent to be dealing with the stuff that we got and still winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can see if we was a loaded team, we still might be able to pull off a win and shock the world or something. We ain't even an overly talented team to be playing politics like that, bro. We got to play the people who actually good because we don't even got a lot of them. We ain't got time to be playing politics.
Man, it's a wrap, man. I just need us to understand that we got to figure this shit out. At the end of the day,
we finna get nothing for Tank. Tank finna ride off into the sunset, and we gonna be left with an empty pocket.
I mean, but it's too late.
Of course it's too late. We always wait till it's too late. You can't name a star that left Dallas and we got something from him.
I mean, some of note, no. We got a fifth for Mark Cooper.
Man.
We ain't get shit.
And we let him go too early.
He
still had some good years left.
He just now, matter of fact, he finna be a free agent. He just now finished out the contract he signed with us.
Facts.
Like, he could have still been here. We could have been talking about getting rid of Amari Cooper this year and finding a wide receiver.
Well, we said we want your good years.
Yeah, but he still has some good years.
If you got 7 years left, I want 5.
Maybe
I
4.
love it.
Maybe 4.
Maybe 4. Real talk. Hey, let you decline elsewhere. We got to have that mindset, Cowboy Nation, for real. We got to have that mindset. Because that's the only way you stay ahead. That's the only way you stay ahead. You got to think like Belichick and them used to think. Just imagine if we would have did what West Coast said and traded Dorrance Armstrong when he had 5 sacks in like 2 games, 6. Well, he had some crazy numbers in the beginning of the year. We should have shipped his ass off. Now look, he left the team, and what did we get?
Nothing. But it's gonna happen.
Dorrance stock probably was higher than it would ever be at that time. Like, we don't think like hustlers. We don't think like hustlers. We don't think to capitalize. This supposed to be America. We supposed to be capitalistic. We don't capitalize on nothing.
And it's finna happen again with your boy.
Who?
DaRon Bland.
DaRon Bland is a problem, y'all, and we finna get nothing. Because guess what? I just asked Boss this. That's one of the good conversations we had on Boss Land last time. Okay, you got DaRon Bland right here, right? How much are you willing to pay DaRon Bland? Because you paying Trey decent cornerback money, not top cornerback money, but it's in there. It's in the threshold somewhere. Are you willing to pay DaRon Bland more than Trayvon Diggs? Because that might be what it takes to keep him. So guess what? Is he a free agent now? Or he finna be this his last year?
Hold on, because true Cowboys fan, why you lying? He said no other team signed a quarterback to a second contract that hasn't won a divisional playoff game either. Is that true? Because
I don't know.
I don't believe that to be the case, because it's actually Dak Prescott's 3rd contract, because this is his 3rd contract. He had a rookie deal and he had an extension. If we're talking about second contracts, Justin Herbert hasn't won a playoff game. He signed a fat ass deal. Kyle Murray has not won a playoff game. He signed a fat ass deal. There's a lot of quarterbacks. Derek Carr has signed a lot of contracts with the Raiders, and he never won a playoff game. So
I want y'all to know.
I don't think that's factually true. But
Bland is not a number 1 corner to me. He's not a number 1 corner. I don't want Bland guarding the best best receivers in his league on a consistent basis.
Cooked.
I don't want that. And I like Bland. I know Bland is a good player. But
I seen that DK Metcalf game, and I was like, man.
To guard the best receivers in the league, you got to be pretty much a damn near great player. Bland is a pretty damn good player. Like, I ain't taking that from Bland. But I ain't comfortable with him guarding the best receivers in the league on a game-in, game-out basis. We seen that year without Trey. It was games where we had to put Steph over there. We like, hey, Bland ain't working out. Hey, Steph, we got to get the wily old veteran over here. Y'all remember them games? We had to say, Bland, you come sit over here. Steph, that's the most embarrassing shit ever, for real, when you think about it. When I got to pull you off the job that you supposed to be doing and replace you. This happened mid-game. Mm-hmm. And one thing I want y'all to realize, I'm not trying to bash Bland, bro. I like Bland. He's a good player. But it was several games. Just like the game that he broke the record. Do y'all remember that? Go back and watch that game. He was getting cooked at Washington. No lie, he was getting cooked that whole game. But he got the interception, and that's how we remember he broke the record. Y'all got to pay attention now. Like, real talk, he was getting cooked that whole game. Scary Terry was going crazy on him.
He said these days, okay, 3rd, we counting rookie contracts. Last one was Stafford. These days, none. You know how long you have to play to even get a second deal, a second contract, though. So what are we talking about?
And everybody hate on Diggs because they said he couldn't tackle. But you know one thing I seen from Diggs? I can't guarantee he's coming back because he got injuries. But one thing I seen from Diggs, I seen Diggs be a ball-hawking DB that can do it like nobody else. Then the next season when everybody said, oh, he just catch interceptions, he do that. I seen Diggs lock shit up. I seen that. Did you see that hand?
He had much better coverage season.
He played 2 different ways. He satisfied y'all, and he played like he naturally played. No lie. That year, everybody was like, yeah, he got the interception, but he gave up all these yards. The next year, Diggs came and locked shit up.
And they're like, he didn't get all the picks.
Diggs came and locked shit up. So that's a number 1 corner right there. I don't know if I can still get him because of the injuries. But I just want y'all to know, bro, like, that's the type of stuff that number 1 corners do. Now, Trey get cooked every now and then. The nature of a cornerback, you gonna get cooked. But I seen Trey do it with the best of the best. I seen Trey lock up Justin Jefferson on multiple occasions. And they say he is head and shoulders the number 1 receiver out here in this league. Not on the Cowboys. Think about that. Now, some people going to say it's the pass rush. I don't want to hear that because I got film sessions showing you Trey shadowing this man and not letting him go nowhere. But all y'all do is hate on Trey because he don't want to tackle. Y'all privileged. Y'all don't even respect the Vikings because of Trey. Real talk. We don't see now, man. Name the Justin Jefferson legacy game against the Cowboys. I want to see that. It ain't now. Trey locking shit up. Y'all playing with Trey. You know what I'm saying? Y'all playing with Trey because y'all got mad the man ain't want to tackle. Justin Jefferson got nothing against Trey. Jamar Chase did nothing against Trey. Mm-hmm. This is real talk. I think y'all really be disrespecting Trey on that type of time. Hey, that's my dog. You gotta pop your shit sometimes. Real talk.
All right, so that's your dog. So let me talk you into trading this nigga.
Hey, I ain't against no deals.
So let's say, cause listen, like he's missed some time.
He been hurt, Church. He been hurt. I mean, that's why I said what I say. I started it off and said I can't guarantee you he gonna be the same. I said that at the beginning.
So we should have stopped right there. All right. So since we cannot guarantee that we will get the same return on investment from one Trayvon Diggs as we were once getting, would you trade him out of the conference? Like, we got to send the nigga to AFC. I'm not finna even disrespect that man and send him somewhere else. But let's send the nigga to the AFC. Let's say the Chiefs. Let's say the Chiefs want to give up their 2nd round pick for Trayvon Diggs.
Second?
Nigga, he is hurt.
I'm taking it.
Yeah,
that's rich.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Like, I would listen. If he was still Trayvon Diggs, I would probably try to finesse the niggas for a first or a player or something. But I'm gonna try to get a second. Like, it'd be a second second or third for Trayvon Diggs from the Kansas City Chiefs. Send his ass to the AFC, free up some cap space, sign DeRon Bland, and then we could do this before the draft, and we could parlay that pick to moving up.
Bro, I just got hit with a thought.
What's the thought?
Who was our last first round cornerback? Oh my God, was it Mo?
Was Byron Jones in the first round?
Byron was a safety.
We moved him to safety.
He played safety for the Cowboys, then we moved him to corner.
No, he was a corner coming out of college, and we moved him to safety.
But we drafted him as a safety, though.
Who fault is that? I'm telling you.
I'm just saying the
nigga was a corner.
It don't matter what he was, what we drafted him as.
Nigga, did we draft him as a safety?
We drafted him as a safety.
Or did we decide to put him as safety after we got the nigga?
We drafted him as a safety, if I'm not mistaken. It don't matter what you did. It matters what you gonna do. Like, if I hire you to be, the IT guy, but you used to take out the trash, do it matter what you did? Nigga, you the IT guy. What did you talk about?
But, hey, listen, that's not always the case.
Was it Mo, y'all? I think it might have been Mo.
Because, listen.
Look, y'all know I'm wide receiver, man. But, right is right. We got to address that. If not this year, at least go next year. Awuzie went in the first.
Nah, Woozy was second round pick.
Mo might have been the last one, bro.
Are you sure?
Unless it was a bust. It had to be a bust. Who was it?
It's Mo if you don't count Byron Jones. If you're not counting Byron Jones.
I ain't counting Byron.
Listen, because it's not his fucking fault that they made him play a completely different position.
It ain't. But I'm just telling you, like, on the books, that was a first round safety.
Cause listen, they drafted.
Oh, hold on. Willie T said, now if we drafted him as a corner, that's different. I don't know. I'm thinking we drafted him as a safety.
We drafted. I'm looking at his wiki and I'm finna read.
I know he's supposed to been a corner, but what did the Cowboys draft him as?
He competed for corner his rookie year. Throughout training camp, Jones competed for a job at starting corner against Claiborne, who was already there, Tyler Patton, and Orlando Scandrick. But then we brought in Brandon Carr. So they moved him to safety.
Oh my God, bro. Listen, I'm gonna be quiet. Look, everybody keep this on the low, right? Don't say nothing. Hen, be quiet. We're gonna say this here. We're not gonna put this nowhere else, right? This is between us. We're friends. We're gonna keep this in the circle of trust. Next year we need to address corner. And we might need to give up a first. We might need to go first round corner. Don't do it this year, because we need receivers more. But next year, we might need to go first round corner. That's insane.
Can't we just put a second round pick on it this year and call it a day?
That's insane, though, man.
What if somebody with a first round grade falls to the second round like Trayvon Diggs did? Because Trayvon Diggs was supposed to be a first round.
True.
So, instead of...
I might give you Trey, though, because to me, Trey was a first rounder.
I was first round grade. They had people mocked him to us at 17.
It ain't never coffee in the cup, Thanos. Good Lord. But no, nothing else in it. It's not spiked. It's just coffee. Because it's Sunday. If it went Sunday, it might be a little nefariousness going on.
I'm just saying, landlord, because we can just kill two birds with one stone. What if one of these good corners fall again this year? And he's there at 44.
I mean, if the right opportunity presents itself, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But we got to keep this on. We talking too loud, though, because, they might get an idea now and just be like,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Screw us over and just get a corner now. Like, they might say, you got Mingo. Give me a corner. We don't want that. So,
you like Trey Amos.
Keep that down.
All right, let Trey fall to 44.
Troy talking about something, man. We got seatbelt. Man, that man can't be called seatbelt. He ain't locked nothing up.
He got put in the seatbelt.
That man ain't locked nothing up. I don't know what.
That man was put in the seatbelt and it had the child lock on in the car.
He couldn't move.
That man was just out that bitch.
That's too dope of a nickname for you not to be delivering, bro. We gotta auction that nickname off.
Like, you gotta get that shit to trash.
You gotta get that to somebody real. You tripping. I ain't saying he might not take a step, but I'm just saying.
Jerry, we're winning the Super Bowl with Mingo Jones. I'm gonna shoot that nigga.
Bruh, what if I swear to y'all, I don't think I'm gonna be at the point of no return. If they try to sell me and say Mingo is enough, bro.
Hold on. You talk about getting Ted McMillan? That what you was talking about? Dog, the 49ers pick ahead of us.
We forgot to even talk about that. Now that they trading Deebo and stuff, the 49ers might just draft it.
Because y'all remember, we got to fight for our pride. We got to fight. We got to contend. We want to win a winning culture. We want to win a winning culture. Now, look at y'all stupid asses. You were bad all year and ain't got shit to show for it. You ain't got no top 10 pick. You ain't going to have, you might not get Genty. You might not get Tech McMillan. You might not get none of the niggas that can change your franchise.
Hold on. Somebody said baby seat.
Yeah, he was in the baby seat.
Not seatbelt. That boy was in the baby seat.
Man, just tie that little nigga up. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move at all.
Man, we can't be calling nobody a cool nickname. Hell no. You got to earn that.
Yeah, you got to have some bullshit as your
You got to be like that.
Asante Samuel Jr. is not a bad acquisition if you can't re-sign Jordan Lewis, because I'm definitely putting him in the slot.
Man, Jordan Lewis probably down there got to be a priority.
See, I'm gonna be pissed if we don't do great, but that's the thing, though, man. To get back to what I was saying, like, you need great players to get great results, and you did not put yourself in a position to get a great player. You had a 1% chance, to make the playoffs when y'all winning those fucking games, and you still did it. Instead of saving your players from themselves and getting them some pieces that can actually help them succeed in their career, you let them go out there and win games they had no business winning. So this is on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Klebo says, I think a lot of people sleeping on Mingo. Not saying we shouldn't draft a receiver, but I think he going to be good with that. That's true. That could be possibly true. But I want to draft. Shit, am I going to sneeze or what? I want to draft like he don't exist. Still. Let him be extra. Let him be extra. We need to draft like he don't exist, though. Mm-hmm. We need to draft like everybody outside of CeeDee Lamb don't exist. Real talk. And I'd be trying to draft somebody better than CD if I can. I want somebody to be competing and looking at CD like, hey, you finna be number 2 in a minute.
To give 12 gauge Shotty a chance.
Not saying that that's gonna be true, but I want them to have that level of confidence.
I don't even know a nigga named Cooks. You know a nigga named Cooks?
I
don't know.
He got cooked.
Who? I don't know Cooks. I don't know that. I don't know Cooks, man. I don't know that boy. We need to draft a wide. Like I like the way you put it. Draft him like the other niggas you got don't exist.
You ain't never heard of Cooks, Tolbert, goddamn Mingo.
Cause listen, we had Amari Cooper, and that didn't stop us from drafting CeeDee Lamb. That's how I want them to move.
Exactly.
You had Amari Cooper, and you still took CeeDee Lamb because he was the best player available.
And Michael Gallup. Don't play with Michael Gallup back then. Michael Gallup was a good player.
Yeah.
Young Gallup was a good player.
Matter of fact,
you didn't need a receiver.
He was coming off a 1,000-yard season. I want to throw that out there.
Young Gallup was a good player, bro.
Michael Gallup was coming off a 1,000-yard season. Amari Cooper was coming off 1,100-yard season, and you still used the first-round pick to get CeeDee Lamb because you knew you needed weapons.
And you remember we were talking about 3,000-yard receivers and stuff. We was talking crazy. We were talking like the Heat. Like, not one championship, not 2, not 3. We were talking crazy.
And we would have had it if Dak Prescott had not gotten hurt, because that man was on pace to throw like 6,000 yards. He would have broken every NFL record passing wise if he were going to continue at that same clip. He might have slowed up eventually, but like on the clip he was before we got hurt, he was going to break all kinds of records.
Yeah.
And then we never really got to see it again because Michael Gallup got hurt next year. He had 2 injuries next year.
And you had that amazing stat talking about how many games they played with each other. They ain't even play with each other like that.
Oh, let me look it up.
Well, it was like 6 games. It was some crazy stuff. Like you would have never thought that. Like that wide receiver trio played 7 games together. It feel like a big failure when you think about it. You sitting up there like we had Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and we still ain't do nothing. Well, that's your reasoning right there. They never really played together like that.
Yeah. So fun fact. Dak, CD, Amari, and Gallup played together in only 7 games due to injuries. Dak Prescott got hurt, and then Michael Gallup was hurt, and then at different points, Amari Cooper had to miss with COVID, and then CD Lamb missed in concussion protocol. It was 7. They only played together in 7 games over 2 years. Because remember, they were together those couple games. Like most of them actually happened in 2020 in the lockout year. In 2020, in the lockout year, where most of them happened, because Dak Prescott played in 5 games with them. Then Michael Gallup only played in 2 games in 2021 when they were all together. So yeah, it was rough. They only played together 7 games.
So that feel like a failure, but it just really never materialize for us like that. That ain't even half a season.
Mm-hmm.
If they had more time, we could have seen something special, y'all. We don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. They only played together. All 4 of those players played together in 7 games over the course of 2 years, and that's really why you didn't get the return of investment on it, because Dak Prescott got hurt, and then everybody else around him got hurt the other years. So like, you didn't get to see that come to fruition. And then when Michael Gallup came back, he wasn't the same player. And then you shipped Amari Cooper out after the playoff game when you lost to the 49ers. So I love when people post that graphic like, oh, Dak had all this. They played together 7 games. Keep it real, bitch ass nigga.
I like that mindset. JB set him up, said Tote is better than these day one receivers in the draft. I told him we drafting a wide receiver first round. That's what I'm on, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I think I can be honest with y'all. Y'all been knowing me for like 2-3 years, most of y'all. Listen, man. If we don't draft a receiver, running back, or a running back receiver in the first and second rounds, it's going to be hard for me to be motivated this year. I'm telling you straight up. That's if we do nothing in free agency. Now, let's say we go get, what's his name, out of Cincinnati, the receiver. If we go get Higgins or somebody, or we go get somebody significant as a receiver, like, of course, if we really address it in free agency, I won't be mad. But if we do a typical Cowboy free agency and then we don't address these skill positions in the high rounds, first and second, I'm going to be devastated, bro. I'm telling y'all straight up. Because this too many years, bro. This too many years. I've been wanting skill positions like the last 3 years. There's too many years, bro. We gonna be too far behind, in my opinion. Too far behind.
All right, my boy Justin Kitchen said, "Let's go. Let's all hit Henny and Landlord Cash App. Let's show them some love for this fire content." I appreciate you, man.
Man, we appreciate the love and support, man. We really do.
Hold on, my boy said Higgins too much money. Never too much. Never too much. Never too. There ain't no such thing.
You must ain't see yesterday episode. The cap. Shit.
Man, can listen.
That's gonna be some new merch. F the cap. We don't care about no cap no more, man. We don't care.
Because no, you can pay whoever you want to pay. Let's say we did every single thing on this list. I'm glad. I was trying to remember who made this, because they took the time to go to Over the Cap and make this graphic. I think it was either Outlaw or I forget who made it. When I figure out who made the graphic, I'm gonna give them their just due. But all of these are actually correct, because I fact checked it. You can go to Over the Cap and do all these numbers your damn self if you wanted to. But just do the math. If you restructure Dak Prescott, that's $37.2 million that you can create. You restructure CeeDee Lamb, that's another 20.5. If you restructure Terrence Steele, that's another 9. Right? So if you do the math, 37 plus 20 is 57. 57 plus 9 is 66. Shout out to Numhand Neil for the Cash App, man. That's some simple math for me right there.
Salute.
Numhand Neil and Cash App equals niggas got slapped.
Facts. Salute to him on my side too, man. You're a trill one.
Extra trill. Appreciate my guy, man. Also, man, so you could create $66 million right there. So why not sign T. Higgins? Because if you don't spend the money you create, you're just gonna roll it over. And then, like we already talked about, the salary cap is projected to shoot up to $300 million next year. So the salary cap is going up. You can create all the cap space in the world, and you can create $66 million in cap space just with 3 restructures. That's before you give Michael Parsons an extension and save up say what's that, 18. So Michael Parsons extension say you another $18 million, right?
Yeah. If
you restructure trade, who we talk about trading, you can actually save 5.4. Oh, that 5.8. My eyes are there. 5.8. So my point being, if they did everything humanly possible, they could create over $100 million in cap space. If they did the bare minimum and restructured those deals, like you could create $66 million.
That's a lot of money.
He said restructuring Dak is the reason we in this position. No, not signing your players earlier is the reason you're in this position. They create these contracts. Salute to Nunhead Neil. Not Nunhead Neil, but the original people with the Cash App, man. Thank you for supporting and showing love, man. You a real one. The reason you're in this position is because you wait until the salary cap. I mean, not the salary cap. You wait until the damn market for these players increases. You knew you had to sign Dak Prescott a while back. You could have signed Dak Prescott earlier before other players got their money. You did not do it. You signed Dak Prescott right before the kickoff of the regular season this year. You waited to sign CeeDee Lamb till he missed the entirety of training camp. Right? You could have signed CeeDee Lamb a year beforehand and got a better deal on it. You didn't do it. Right? DeRon Bland, we talk about DeRon Bland, he could have been extended.
Facts.
He going to the last year of his deal. He going to play out this entire season, might make another Pro Bowl, not an All-Pro selection, and his number going to be up higher. But you could have just gave him a contract extension going into this year.
Salute to B-Bird on my end, man. I'm pretty sure you know how he rock. He probably on your side too, man. Salute for the cash out.
Yeah, salute B-Bird. I'm going to salute my boy in advance because he's a real one, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's not the issue. They create these contracts knowing that they can restructure them at any time. Do you know that they don't even have to talk to the players to restructure them? These levers are built into the contracts. So they created a contract with the purpose of touching it. If they didn't want to touch this contract, they wouldn't have built in the levers.
Man, I'm not talking about no money no more, man. I don't care about that. I don't care. Like, real talk, I really don't care about no cap no more. I'm done. I don't care about your restructure. Man, it's so many ways to finesse and manipulate this money. It don't even really deserve to be discussed. Real talk. You already getting $20+ million a year off of just the cap extending. That's every year.
Hold on.
It could be 30. 1 year it jumped 30. We just looked at the cap yesterday.
It did. It was the year in question when y'all fighting Dak Prescott. It was last year. It jumped $30 million. Also,
that's without even manipulating nothing yet. That's just on auto. That's what passive income right there.
Hey, salute to B-Bird for the cash app, man. I just got it. I appreciate you for the love. And this the thing, true Cowboys fan. We're not believing Stephen Jones when he says shit because all he do is sit up and lie. So I'm sorry he said it, but I don't believe the nigga.
He said what?
He said it takes two. He said it takes two. He said the players with the hold up. That shit not true. If he offered them the contract they wanted, instead of trying to lowball them and pay them beneath the market value, with nobody going to fucking sign for, you could have got the deal done.
That's all they do is try to lowball, man. They try to leverage the Cowboy name and brand and tell you, hey, what's better than the Cowboys? You might as well take this little money. You know what I'm saying? Take this little money because you're a Cowboy. Like, nah, bro, these people want their money. They want to get paid.
Yeah. There never been a time where they offered them fair market value and they didn't take the money.
Facts.
There's never been a time.
The only deals get done without no public humiliating smear campaigns is the people who take team-friendly deals.
Exactly. And
look, we ain't hear a peep out of Trey. We woke up one day and Trey was signed.
And you know what's crazy? We thought that Trey would have been one of the main people to hold out because his brother already been in the NFL, got that bag. He not even somebody that minds. He would have threw his little brother $1 million to hold him through.
Yeah. Then I got to check, but I don't even know if the gambling money kicked in yet. I got to see when it kick in. The gambling money's supposed to kick in, and that's going to boost the cap even more.
And true Cowboys fan, no. CeeDee Lamb was not waiting. If they had approached CeeDee Lamb after year 3 with a contract that would have made him the highest paid wide receiver, then he would have took it. Nobody told them to wait until his 5th year to try to offer the man a contract. You did not have to wait to sign CeeDee Lamb. You did not have to do that. And for Dak Prescott, the same thing. Even with the sexual assault case, they were a year late. They could have signed him before the sexual assault case even came up. They still a year behind, even if you wanted to use that math. So that's the point. You talking about when it happened. They could have signed them the year before. They were eligible the year before for contracts. That's why the Eagles, and I hate even using these motherfuckers. You know I hate these bitch ass niggas. That's why the Eagles have all these nice little soft ass cap hits for Jalen Hurts' contract. Because they signed him when he had a lot of time still left on his deal, and they were able to move a lot of money around. Right? They were able to do that. They were able to do that stuff because they signed him early. When you sign players early, you have a lot more space to wiggle, and you get a better deal. Right? If I sign somebody to make them the highest paid player now, instead of waiting when they come due in a year or a year and a half, the highest paid player now is not the same as the highest paid player 2 years down the line after the salary cap increases and other people get paid. It's not the same. It's not the same, not remotely. That's why and listen, you ever wonder why the Dallas Cowboys are one of the cheapest teams in spending, but they always have cap issues? Do you ever wonder why that is? That's an oxymoron. You're cheap, but you're still having cap trouble because you're fucking stupid. I'm just saying.
Well, them people don't know what they doing, man.
Yeah, how you the team with some of the lowest free agency spending and you're always perpetually in cap trouble?
We don't never get what we want or do what we supposed to do. But think about this though. The only reason that is to be cheap is if you just conservative about your future. Like, the Cowboys don't have the luxury to be thinking about future, bro. We got an aging quarterback. What the fuck is we worried about the future for?
Exactly.
Ask yourself that. What are we worried about 6-7 years down the line and we got an aging quarterback? You supposed to be putting out resources to make this work for this guy or for this team while he's still in his little window. If you're not going to do that, you might as well just blow it up and start over.
They should have blew it up. If you ain't gonna put
they shouldn't have signed him.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna put no assets into it, don't sign him. Don't sign him at all. You're wasting your time. Also, in 2022, CeeDee Lamb was an All-Pro receiver, so we can still stop that. CeeDee Lamb made an All-Pro selection. Dak Prescott had one of the best statistical playoff performances in NFL history when he beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2022. You could have easily gave them contracts after those performances. You could have easily gave them contracts. So I don't really want to sit here and hear that. After an All-Pro season, you don't want to sign CeeDee Lamb long term, thinking he can't be better than that.
That's so crazy, bro. Cause you sitting up here. Think about this, man. This is why it's a problem. When you sit up and wait to pay your guys, you basically betting against them. Think about that. So it seems like the Cowboys rather sabotage their stars so they can pay them less, opposed to investing in them so they can do well. Like, this is crazy. Like, think about that. You waited to pay CeeDee Lamb because you like, okay, maybe he, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't do as well next year. You know what I'm saying? So we won't have to pay so much. Then he go out here and go crazy. Now you like, fuck, I got to pay him he got to be the highest paid now.
And this is the thing. CeeDee Lamb had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, and we're up here talking about, oh, man, they ain't looking at him as a one. He had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. He had back-to-back Pro Bowl selections. He made an all-pro team. What are we talking about? Like, why?
What else he supposed to do?
He supposed to win MVP? Shit. To get a contract? He supposed to win MVP? God, no.
As a receiver. Yeah, you going to pay more, though, Spot. You gonna pay more, cause if you don't pay now, you gonna pay later. That's a guarantee.
Listen, you see, y'all said all that stuff, and y'all still signed the niggas. So what difference does it make? You still signed them. At the end of the day, I will understand. Like, hey, we didn't sign him because of this. We didn't know, so we didn't give him a contract at all. No, like, y'all still signed the man. You still signed the man, and you paid more than you would have had to. Just like
what they say. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Ooh, hey, you know what I thought about, bro?
Well,
We ain't said shit about Tyler Smith. Like
they
Tyler
need to
Smith,
be talking to this man.
like Tyler Smith is eligible for a contract extension. He's already been an All-Pro. He's been an All-Pro twice now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's been an All-Pro two times. Let me double check. Let me double check for Tyler Smith. I know he's been an All-Pro at least once. He made two. All right, so he's been a 2-time Pro Bowler and he's made an All-Pro selection. Matter of fact, he made an All-Pro selection in 2023. He made 2 Pro Bowls. You should give him a contract because last time I checked, once you make 2 All-Pro selections, your 5th-year tender, is increased. Like your 5th-year option is increased. So if you picked up his 5th-year option, it'd be way more money now because he made 2 Pro Bowl selections. Which is funny because you know the boy that plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, the corner, rookie, the young corner they got, Land.
Say what? My bad.
The corner that the Kansas City has, the young boy. You know what I'm talking about?
Trent McDuffie.
Yeah. So
What about
he made 2 All-Pro teams, right? But because he did not make Pro Bowls, like he gonna have one of the lower 5th-year options. Even though the All-Pro is the big thing, the contracts go off the Pro Bowl selections, so his 5th-year option ain't gonna be worth a damn.
Damn. So that is because they drew it up like that, or that's just the way it's structured? Generally,
it's the way it's how it's structured because of the CBA and shit. So even though
that's
All-Pro
crazy.
All
You know what I'm saying?
big
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, and listen, you
That
all right
makes no
about that.
sense.
You all right about that. He's an offensive lineman, so Tyler gonna get paid. We ain't agree with a lot of stuff that we said to each other. We agree on that.
Yeah, he getting his money.
We damn sure agree on that, bro. He'll get paid.
What about putting him at left tackle?
No. Let the man. I don't want to. Cause listen, this is a drop off. Let's be honest about Tyler Smith. The man had like double-digit penalties when he played left tackle. He gave up sacks.
It's gonna be a drop off, but
It's gonna be a big drop off.
I think it's gonna take time for him to get, acclimated into that position.
I would rather have an All-Pro guard than a below-average left tackle.
I don't think he'll be below average.
He'll be below average. He was below average the year that we hyped him up as a rookie. Do you not remember who got Dak Prescott hand broke? Or do you want to bring up old?
Yeah, he gave it up the pressure.
He gave up the ass.
Wait a minute now.
He
Hold
gave
on,
up the
Diddy.
booty cheeks. He told Diddy yes.
My God, it's a Sunday, hen. What's going on?
And listen, the devil's always busy. He told Diddy yes. He looked in the eyes and said yes. He said, we said you want to party. He said, He gritted
I've been waiting my whole life for you to ask me that. Good Lord.
Like, well, I know you never asked.
You is crazy.
Oh,
Lord Jesus.
He said, how is Dak overrated if everyone calls him trash? I know, right? Because at this point, he's underrated. Like, y'all think he's the worst quarterback in the league. Yeah, he's an all-pro, an MVP candidate, top 10 in NFL history in all the major passing categories like completion percentage, passer rating, touchdown interception ratio. He's one of the winningest quarterbacks in the league. He's going to have all the Dallas Cowboys franchise records when he retires from. So I don't know. Like, how is Dak Prescott overrated? Y'all don't think much of him. Like, he's underrated at this point because y'all hate him so much.
I pray Guyton is good next year, bro. I pray he is.
We have no choice.
I pray he is, dog.
Like, matter of fact, because listen, let's keep it real. You talk about moving Tyler Smith to left tackle. Like, we might as well just sink or swim with Tyler Guyton if that's the case.
I might got to go back and look at my draft reaction. I think Boss had me on the draft show for like 20 days and 20 nights. So I'm going to have to go on there and look at my reaction. I was in shambles, bro. When they drafted Guyton, I was sick, bro. And I've been praying for a receiver for the last 3 years. Lord. And they went and drafted a tackle. And then we got no dividends from them. We got no dividends. But hey, I look, he gotta be better. You know, it's only up from there where he was.
And listen, folks keep talking about Dak Prescott's playoff record. Oh, Dak is 2-5 in the postseason. All right. Dak Prescott is losing playoff games where he is putting up an 84 QBR. Dak Prescott lost a playoff game where he put up a 73 QBR. Joe Burrow won 2 playoff games, putting QBRs up in the 30s.
Yikes.
So I just go to show you it's a fucking team sport. Dak Prescott has 5 playoff games above average and only 2 wins to show for it. That's how you know this shit is not all quarterback driven. It's not all quarterback driven. That's why Joe Burrow is 5-7 despite never posting a QBR above 80 in a playoff game. Right? And that's why Dak Prescott is 2-5. Because it's not a fucking individual thing. You have to have a team, have a run game, have a defense bail you out. Like, we gotta be real, man. We gotta be realistic about this shit. Every time y'all bring up 2-5, I'm going to show you this, and you tell me where Dak Prescott is at fault. You tell me why Dak Prescott lost a playoff game with an 84 QBR. You tell me why he lost a playoff game with an 84 QBR. What else happened? If he was damn near perfect, because remember, QBR go from 0 to 100. If you post in the 80s, you're playing at an all-pro level. If you're posting a 90, you're playing at an MVP level. If you're posting in the 70s, you're playing at a Pro Bowl level.
So that's over half of the playoff games he didn't play.
So, Drew, because I gave you context.
50 is average.
If I gave you context and everything else, I'm making excuses. Okay. We don't have much anything to talk about, Drew. You have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday, Drew.
Y'all just have a really peculiar hate for Dak Prescott. It's really intriguing. Good Lord.
That man said I made an excuse.
Y'all do know it's more people on the team than the quarterback, right?
Nah, they don't want to hear shit about the running backs. They don't want to hear shit about the line. They don't want to hear.
We just told you Zeke ain't did shit in the playoffs. We don't care about that, do it?
Fam, what is Dak Prescott supposed to do when your defense is giving up 300 yards on the ground? What the fuck is... And listen, that gave you the lead early in those games. Early. All right, and those 5 interceptions, most of them came in 2 games. So we're talking about two games. 2 games worth of picks.
Let me know this. Did Dak choke in the start of the games or did he start slow? Because I seen some all-time great double MVP quarterbacks do the same thing.
Yeah, this is the thing I'm talking about.
Now look, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm ready to go. I'm like, listen, after this injury, landlord from Alabama, you can quote me. I'm ready to start considering looking for our next quarterback. I am. No lie. Like I'm in that business. I'm in that market right now. But we got to be honest about what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I swear I wish we wouldn't have signed Dak. If you're not gonna give up the right resources to build around this team, what is the use? You making me feel like you just want to be around the rim, like you said. You just want to be relevant. You ain't trying to win, because if you was trying to win, you would do it bigger. You would invest more. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. And I agree with that.
We should have just started over, bro. Like, we should have just said, okay, Dak, thanks for your service. You're no longer needed here. Have a good career. And we should have signed us a quarterback.
But this is the thing.
We should have drafted us a quarterback.
If we don't fix the shit that actually causes us to lose games, all you niggas gonna do is do the same thing to the next quarterback. Because you did it with Tony Romo. Tony Romo played good enough most of the time to win fucking games in the playoffs. And guess what? Because we had a ragtag team of people, right? We didn't get it done. And you keep talking about wins. We just showed you he ain't played worth a damn in the games. Talk about Joe Burrow went to the AFC Championship. The motherfucker won a playoff game without scoring a touchdown. And we up here talking about Joe Burrow. Get off that nigga dick. I'm about tired of fucking with y'all niggas today. I don't none of this shit, man. Y'all here talking about playoff game. Are you niggas retarded? Y'all niggas too old to be this stupid. This why man, you know what, man? God bless America, man. We finna get out here, man. These niggas talk about
keep
some stupid
cooking.
shit.
Hell nah.
Y'all niggas talk about the dumbest shit in America. Like, how the fuck you still talk about AFC Championship games? This nigga up here played like ass. Toilet juice, toilet water, diarrhea. Played like ass and won playoff games.
Hey.
Dak Prescott out this bitch putting his nuts on the table and still fucking losing.
Facts.
Don't hear that stupid ass shit.
We're going to give him a break, slight intermission. Shout out to Montana. He said, you got us fighting for the people. Hey, y'all go check out that video. She going crazy on there. It's a Black History video, man. I checked it out. She got some real lyrics over there. Y'all go check that video out. It's dope. It's dope. It's going crazy. And, hey, we support our people, and we support our Cowboy community people. So, y'all make sure y'all go check that out. But
okay, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. My point.
Yeah. Hen is unraveling right now.
My point being,
you should have been on camera with that. They got to look in your eyes.
Man, listen. The point that I'm trying to make is that if you're too stupid to understand, it takes more than one nigga to play well in a team sport to win a fucking game. I don't understand what we're talking about. You keep talking about a team accomplishment. We're showing you the nigga you talking about didn't even play good.
Yeah.
Didn't play worth a damn in some of these games. Was average as hell some of these games, and they still won because they had a team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's more than one position on the team, man. It's more than one dude that's responsible for this. I asked you, I said, okay, it's so many people, it's so many like wide receiving cores, running back rooms that I take over ours. We sitting up here talking about the quarterback. Like, are you gonna give him something to work with? Like, do y'all even consider the Colts as a good team?
Nope, not really.
I would take their wide receiving core over ours in a heartbeat.
Easily.
I promise you I would. Like, give it to me. And put them with Dak. Them boys got better receivers than we do. The Colts. I know that sound crazy, but they do. Like CeeDee Lamb and CeeDee Lamb. But they got Pittman. They got Josh Downs. Who else they got over there? They got Pierce. Them boys got some receivers over there, bro. Like, this is crazy, man. We got to realize that this team is not built properly. Instead of giving Dak Prescott things to embrace and embellish what he doing, we sitting up and like, okay, let's see what he can do with what he got. If they did that with Jalen Hurts, you think they'll have a Super Bowl?
Yep. Hold that thought. Who said the nigga ain't have no faults? Because the nigga has some bad games on the goddamn
Yeah,
list.
he got some faults.
He has some bad games, but dog, y'all be looking at y'all look at two goddamn games and just think, that's all he ever did. When he loses games putting up 80s, how many mistakes did he make putting up an 80-something QBR? How many mistakes did he make putting up a 70-something QBR? They grade all that shit. They grade fumbles lost. They grade interceptions. They grade drop picks. They grade what you did in the running game. They grade all that stuff for QBR. It's not perfect, but it's one of the most rational things you can do to decipher how a quarterback played in a game at any given moment. He didn't make too many goddamn mistakes in those games. You can say the ones in the 50s and the ones in the 30s, of course. But those are at least 4 playoff games where the man played good enough to win, and he still got 2 wins. So it's still a moot point. He still played better than what his record is. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what y'all talk about after that.
Facts. Cause like I said, man, it's plenty of other examples. Like, once I seen how these games was played, I felt bad. I had to go back on my statements. Cause I'm like, bro, these other teams giving their quarterback a chance. Like, if you go back and look at that year when we got blew out by the Green Bay Packers, like, bro, every other team like every other great quarterback took a minute to start cooking. They defense held them down until they got it right.
No,
Well, we see Patrick Mahomes, bro. He'll go a whole game and just be struggling. Like, we done seen it, bro. Great as Pat is, we done seen his defense hold him down almost the whole game. I started coming with a saying before this year. I was like, the Chiefs don't play that touchdown shit. They don't play that. They don't be giving up no touchdown. They don't play that. They started doing it this year. But I used to be like, boy, they don't play that. They ain't finna let you score. And then now all Pat got to do is come up with like 1 or 2 drives, and he good.
No, we just talked
He
about
winning the game.
We were just talking about the playoffs and the scoring in the playoffs earlier, right? We were just talking about that. Dog, it was 10-21 at halftime of the Ravens-Buffalo game. The Buffalo Bills only scored 6 more points the rest of the game. They scored 6
This shit
points.
for real.
Right, like even if you have a rough start to a game, you should at least start getting stops later on in the game. Or if you hold them down early in the game and give up points late, it's supposed to balance out. You ain't supposed to get your ass whooped from start to finish on the defense.
Yeah.
And that's usually what happens with the Dallas Cowboys. You've given up over 30 points in five of the losses, and you gave up over 100 yards in 4 of the 5 losses. So I don't know, man. Like, what do you want the quarterback to do?
I just want to see us load up these weapons around them. Why not? What we got to lose? This man, this is a depreciating asset at this point. That's how I know. Look, you might want to clip that, but I'm just saying that's the way I'm viewing my quarterback, bro. He keep getting hurt. He keep getting hurt. He's getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at it like that hourglass is running out of salt. You know what I'm saying? Out of sand. It's going away, bro. Like, that glass is half empty now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't half full no more. It's half empty now. Like, we need to be looking at it like that, like in a negative way almost. Because that window is closing, man. It is. It's closing. So we just gotta now. If we waiting or being conservative, that makes no sense. MJ, I understand how old he is. Zeke 32.
Hold on, we ain't gonna compare a running back to.
I'm just saying. It depends on what you done been through. Derrick Henry 30.
Exactly, that's what
I'm saying. But look how he playing. Look how Zeke playing. It depends on what you done been through.
Derrick is a different species.
It depends on what you done been through.
No, it depends on you. Because last time I checked, Ezekiel never took care of his fucking body. Used to come in this bitch fat.
Man,
All
look.
kinds of, listen, we ain't gonna sit here.
I'm just giving you an example. That's all.
And I'm giving you the truth. Like you want to talk about why Zeke ain't this and that. Y'all niggas know that Zeke didn't put no goddamn work in.
Okay, look. Let me do it in this type of terms. Layman's terms where the normal American citizen can relate. You got this car, right?
What kind of car?
All right. You got it. I know you're a car guy. We're going to say a Charger, a Hellcat. You got a Hellcat, all right? We're going to give you something fly. You got a Hellcat, right?
Okay. We flexing then. Come
on.
All
right. It's cowboy color. You know what I'm saying? It's silver and blue. All right. You got a Hellcat. 1 month, you know what I'm saying? You blow a head gasket or some shit. You got a major problem. You boom. Now it's down for a year. You can't fix it. You got to fix it. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure something out. All right, you get that fixed. The next year, boom, your transmission go down. You know what I'm saying? Now your car is down for a whole nother year. All right?
It don't take that long to replace.
I'm just saying, you might be broke. You might got to save up on that.
You got a Hellcat. What the fuck you mean broke?
You know, we living above our means.
You said we had a hoop then. Like, how the fuck you got this Hellcat I can't
we
get
living
fixed?
above our means out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We living above our means. We got a Hellcat and we got like a quarter of gas in there. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? We put 10 on pump 3 in a Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Okay, the next year, something else major happen. How dependable is that car?
Well, how dependable is it?
Yeah. If it keep getting broke down every year.
with the new parts or what they done been through? Because with a vehicle, I got a brand new engine now, and I got a brand
You
new
got a brand new
transmission.
engine, but I'm just saying you had to put so much towards it. I'm asking you about the dependability of the car. Not that it's new now. You couldn't depend on it. Because guess what? When all that shit was breaking down, then you had to find another way to work. You had to find another way to live your life.
Yeah, but it's working now, right?
Is it as good as it used to be?
Might be better depending on what I put
It
in.
might not be. You might have had a shady mechanic. He crossed the wires up wrong.
Why I gotta have all the bad stuff now, nigga? Like, why I gotta have? Listen, I got this
We black.
Hellcat.
We black. We don't
We
go
ain't
to
that-
the
we ain't
dealership.
that damn black.
We don't go to the dealership. Shit, I ain't
Listen.
finna go to the dealership. They gonna charge $18,000 for an oil change. I'm good.
Look,
No.
both of us a little light skinned. We ain't that damn black. To go to the shade tree mechanic now. Like, we can pony up and give us a real one. We got
Hey.
Hellcats. We acting different now.
Hey, we got Popeye's chicken on the side on the passenger seat. We put 10 on pump 3. This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We just like that.
He said the sensor's going bad now. Oh, Lord.
We don't know how much gas in there. Shit. We just put 10 on there every time you know what I'm saying? We just put 10 on there. But yeah, man, so I'm just saying, like, it sucks. That's not what I want for the team. I pray Dak come back and just be balling out, bro. I pray he do. But if I'm a betting man, I'm not gonna bet on that. Would you make a wager on that? That's another way we can do this.
Well, betting on Dak Prescott.
Would you bet that Dak Prescott will be healthy next season? The whole season?
I would never bet that.
Answer the question, chat. Cause I'm trying to see, am I just down on it or is this just logic? Let me know.
My boy said he got half a tank of gas in his E-Class and everything in his mama name. Come on, man. Let's get it.
But let me know if I'm wrong, Chad. I want some clear participation on this. Would you bet your money that Dak will be healthy throughout the whole 17-game season next year?
You shouldn't. But that's the thing. You're supposed to draft quarterbacks every year. If we're being realistic, you should have already had a quarterback in here.
It's sad, ain't it, y'all? This ain't what we want to hear. We got to have this talk, though.
But listen, you should have already had a quarterback in here, landlord.
Yeah, true. We do.
You're supposed to draft the quarterback. No,
We
he's
got
free
Trey
agent.
Lance.
Don't play with me.
Well, we had Trey Lance.
And listen, he couldn't even beat out Cooper Rush.
He couldn't do shit.
Couldn't do a damn thing. Man,
This that doctor visit, bro. This is when they gotta tell you the truth. We can't lie. It's certain conversations that we just gotta be real about if we gonna go forward in this with this team, y'all. Like, this is one of them tough conversations that we must have. I'm not betting my money on it. I'm sorry. No. And I pray that he comes back. Like, we don't even know what that gonna look like when he come back. Them lower leg injuries starting to pile up. And look, I said 17-game season. He might miss one game. You still lose. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, he missed one game and you lost. He might miss 2 games. You lost. So, I mean, if I'm a betting man, bro, I'm up here I'm really thinking about the future of my team at quarterback, bro. And I told you, don't be thinking crazy. Jerry's crazy. He might mess around and see a quarterback he like this year. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Because we don't even have a real backup no more. Cooper Rush a free agent too, right?
well, the talk was trying to get old boy from Texas.
Yours?
Yeah, yours. That's the talk.
What round would he have to be in?
Like 5th.
Oh, I'll take him in the field.
Yeah, they talk about getting Ewers. That was the buzz going on that they like Ewers and they were interested in bringing him in, and he would be a nice safe quarterback pick. This is from what's that boy named Zach Walchuk? How you say the young man?
How Dark supposed to be going?
Nobody knows. He's supposed to be a late round pick quarterback too, but they've been hyping him up so much. I wouldn't be surprised if he went higher.
I sure snatch him up.
He said, report is Cowboys want to draft a quarterback. Another report is Quinn Ewers has been working out in DFW with former Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy. Bold prediction, sure to be wrong. Quinn Ewers is a Dallas Cowboy by the end of the draft.
I like that. Actually. I like that. Ewers got a little potential on him too. How tall is he?
Like 6'3".
Good size.
He got decent size. He threw the most touchdowns he ever threw in his career this season. I think he threw like 31 or 32.
He might mess around and be your next Dak Prescott. You never know.
Oh, he's 6'2" exactly. Okay.
Some end up, God forbid, Dak have a hangnail and have to get out the game. Mm-hmm. And then yours come in there and go crazy.
You could pray for him. Let's see what happens.
You know what I'm saying? This is the NFL, man.
I don't even listen. He ain't the Texas quarterback I want. We already had our discussion.
And then you seen the major people start to try to steal our swag.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, me and my nigga Ben have talked about getting Manning over here to the Dallas Cowboys.
We said that like 3 months ago.
That's been our plan, but
First Take and all these other publications act like they don't be watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently they do, because how you just gonna steal our mojo, nigga?
They might not physically watch us, but they probably got people that's keeping an eye on stuff like this. I guarantee you. Is that we in the same type of niche? Mm-hmm. They steal ideas all the time. Why you think the big rappers be stealing underground people's songs and stuff? Like, this is the same type of vibes like this. What that song, Big stole a song from a dude in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, that's just how the game go.
They say that Juicy J stole some music from Arkansas niggas.
That's how the game go. They got eyes that's looking for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They'll take your stuff and run with it, now it's theirs. Montana don't like nobody. He said, man, and sorry too. God dang.
If the nigga ain't come from
If he ain't from Ohio State, he suck. This man crazy.
But damn, JVB boy just jumped off the top row, said Milrow is an interception machine. Like,
Good Lord. Good Lord. Man. I think y'all gonna be wrong about Milrow. How fast did he run?
He didn't run.
He didn't run?
Did he not run? Let me see. I didn't see. I only saw two quarterbacks run: Brady Cook and some weird nigga. Oh, Milrow did not run the 40.
I think that was a mistake.
A lot of people say that. But to be fair, Lamar Jackson didn't run the 40 either. You know the nigga fast.
Yeah, he like, how fast don't matter. You know I'm fast, all right?
Yeah, nigga. Like, I'm fast. It don't even matter.
Carl, man, there go my Bama dog, man. Hey, man, tell them, hey, they gotta ease up on Milrow. Like, I think our offensive coordinator screwed him too, bro. Like, we just started spamming to what's his name? Ryan Williams. We just threw the ball to Ryan Williams every play. Like, I don't think the play calling was that great either now. So let's relax.
He said any quarterback the Cowboys get, they would say he's no good. I mean, y'all do with the starting quarterback. And and listen, the Dallas Cowboys have had back-to-back all-pro quarterbacks, and nobody in the world thinks they're any good. Tony Romo apparently wasn't shit. Dak Prescott ain't shit. If Ewers end up being the dude, he ain't gonna be shit. Arch Manning might be the only dude to dodge the not shit slander just because his last name.
Because his last name, man.
And then they still gonna Eli that nigga. They go like, nah, he still ain't
he the
shit.
uncle. He Eli. He's not Peyton. That's probably what you gonna hear.
That's the man that you are. Either that or he gonna like, yeah, you play just like your granddaddy, boy.
You Archie.
You really is Archie. Yeah, like, man, they gonna listen. You play for the Cowboys and you a quarterback. Like, you like, man, it's gonna be rough for you. You gotta win play good while you're winning, and then also be a good human being. Because if you're a little bit of an asshole, they gonna find ways to crucify you for that too.
Hold on. This is so weird. I just want him gone. I don't like the name. I don't like what he said. Just smoke him.
He said the day when death was afraid.
Yeah, he just gotta go. I'm sorry.
There will be severe consequences.
Somebody just take him out just for for the sake of humanity. Like, I don't know. I don't like your vibe. It's real dark. Bye.
Real demonic.
Get him out of here.
Now we up here talking about what
That nigga said warning. Like, hold on, bro. Get him out of here. He give me dude from New Orleans vibes. Like, he had something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? the New Year's dude. He had something to do with that. I'm sure. I'm certain. Don't worry about it. It's already confirmed. Get him out of here. Put him out quicker than Drewski. Get your ass up out of here.
Keep that date in mind. So we can
like, cause we gonna read about his ass.
Hey, it's on my end, so I need y'all
to
whack this nigga.
Smoke this nigga.
You in the liquor store, go ahead, put the nigga in the blunt.
He gotta go. That's just, I got dark demonic vibes when I seen him. I don't like it. That nigga said the day when death was afraid. Good Lord. Get him out of here. That's enough. I've heard enough.
Hey, that sound like them old Mike Jones mixtapes. The day the earth, the day hell froze. That shit.
Yeah, I'm cool on you.
Yeah. So, but what do you think, man? Like, what you think they do at quarterback in the draft?
Like you said, I'm with that. I like yours a little bit, especially for a developmental quarterback. You ain't overextending for him. You know what I'm saying? I think quarterback should be on the docket for this draft right here.
It should be on the docket for every draft.
And then next year, you might even go higher.
It just depends. Do you go high? It's gonna be dependent on Dak Prescott. At the end of the day, like how high you draft a quarterback next year, going to be dependent on Dak. Because one, if he's good, you're not going to be able to draft a good one any goddamn way. You have to trade your future to get him. Because if you wanted a good quarterback, you should have, when Dak was hurt this year and y'all were playing for pride and shit, you should have just went ahead and.
Yeah, you remember they told us we was crazy and we always supposed to win, and
Yeah, you won a game that meant nothing, and in December, and you're finna lose when it comes when the draft comes around. You're gonna
people
lose
that said that, they must ain't have no big brother or something. Cause sometimes you might have got beat up, but you come back with your big brother and now you smacking shit. You know what I'm saying? They might have had their brother out there already. You might have to take that L and then come back and get your get back. You know what I'm saying? That's what this would have been. We would have took our lumps this season, came back with our big brother, and now we just stepping on everything. Yeah, this one of them situations, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling my big brother on you. Just like when I played here in the NCAA, he had to go get his big brothers on me. You know what I'm saying? Bama was smacking shit, and then he just go find Ohio State and, you know what I'm saying, all these big brother teams. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, last time I checked,
he had to go get his big brother on me. You know what I'm saying?
Last time I checked, it was a very long time before you could even fuck with Arkansas. And then, after Arkansas had finished this reign of terror, I just whooped your ass with everybody else I could think of.
Yeah, I started beating everybody. It was Bama versus everybody. And
taking all kinds
that's
of
how we get down.
Like taking all kinds of. I wish that it kept track of your record against one individual person, just to see how many times I used to beat shit out of landlord.
Hey, man, it took me, I was behind on the 8 ball now. I came in late. Y'all was playing it months before me. So, let's get that understood.
He said months like I wasn't out this mug, in the trenches trying to pay bills and shit, nigga. Like, we just out here playing games and stuff.
All right.
We up here busting the content down, man. Had a different scale for the content.
Man, we on 2 hours in here, man. We done gave y'all 2 whole hours of content, man. Do we got anything else we want to say before we rock on out?
Nah, man. Just
I'm having a good time though, man. If the people want to keep going, they want to support, we'll keep rocking. You know what I'm saying? We work for we will make content for food.
Yes, we will. And if y'all want to,
If you feeling rich, throw a couple eggs our way.
yeah, since if you want to keep the content going, man, hit the Cash App, $ Henny the Moore, $ Landlord 723.
We might get a little energized, you know what I'm saying?
All right, he said, I thought that Brady Cook had a better combine than Quinn Ewers. He had a great combine. Brady Cook had a great combine. He ran a 4.6, by the way, which is real good for a quarterback.
Yeah.
To keep in perspective, Josh Allen running over everybody and their mama, he ran a 4.7. He went running like a 4.78, 4.75, some shit like that.
Good Lord.
So, like, yeah, but like I said, but Josh Allen be out there moving, don't he?
Yeah, he do.
So they'll say, like, if Josh Allen do that with a 4.7, then, you know, Brady Cook running a 4.6 is real good. But everybody knew Brady Cook could run.
It ain't about him outrunning people, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He a little elusive with it, and then he powerful.
Yeah, he a big dude. Try to tackle. You know, knock on wood, it's very funny to me that he has not been injured yet. He has not had a real severe injury.
Josh.
Yeah.
He a big ass dude. I don't think he probably don't take too many like straight up hits like that. People ain't trying to run up and square up on a big ass player, bro. They really not. Like they you know they punish normal size players. Like they like, bah, I'm trying to hurt him. A big dude, we like, hey, bro, we got to get this dude down. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to get him down.
Well, that's one of the reasons I'm talking about, though. As a quarterback, when you take off, it's usually your knees that get fucked up.
Yeah.
Especially quarterbacks those size, like they be trying to chop you down.
Yeah.
So like a guy like Josh Allen that runs so often, and sometimes unprompted. Even when he throws, a lot of time he takes contact. I'm just amazed that he has never had like no real severe injury.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, because I never want nobody. I like watching Josh Allen play. So
yeah, Josh Allen, you know,
he dope.
Yeah.
He dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He reminds me of Cam Newton. I know we never like making those, and this is crazy. You know, we never actually make like cross race analysis to quarterbacks. They always find a nigga they look like and say they play like.
Yeah.
They don't actually be the same. Cause like Dak don't play like most other black quarterbacks. He play like a Peyton Manning because he's the dude that's trying to analyze everything from the pocket.
Like a Drew Brees.
Yeah, like he trying to beat you with his arm, and he can run a little bit. So like, you know, he reminds me more of like Peyton Manning than he does of like some of these other traditional.
And that's really rare for a black quarterback these days. Like, you know, Bryce kind of like that too. He only run when he got to.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? And he can move, but he really just trying to throw the ball.
Yeah, like you don't see a lot of I really want to throw the ball and you finna make me run kind of players going forward. He said, I like Brady Cook if we can get him. I don't mind Brady Cook. You know, they did a lot of good things. He did a lot of good things at Missouri. He staying healthy though is one of the things I have concerns about.
JJ the Mime really just said something, man. I hate it, but it's true. He said, I'm going to make sure I keep my eye on the UFL for all that. Well, the Cowboys do free agents. Said, you're right. Whoever the best players is, you probably need to keep an eye on them.
Man.
You know where we get our players from. UDFAs, UFL. Like, that shit crazy, bro. And then we wonder why on the biggest stages we can't compete.
Find me this year's Cavante Turpin.
I mean, they assets we can use, but maybe it shouldn't be in major roles. That's my point.
Of course not. I just need them if they're going to use that, I just need them to do like you said and just mitigate them.
Yeah.
To certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the game plan to get the UFL guy the ball.
Yeah, exactly. You got a whole scheme for him.
So yeah, I understand that completely. I understand that completely. But dog, I'm just saying, man, like there's some quarterbacks in this draft. Like, what you think about old boy coming out of Notre Dame?
What's his name?
Matter of fact, I think Leonard is staying. I think Riley Leonard is staying his ass at Notre Dame. Let me see.
I don't know.
Oh no! Well, no. He coming out. Riley Leonard is coming out. Okay. You didn't see him in the championship game or anything like that?
Yeah, I did watch. He was running the ball the whole time.
That's what he do.
He ran the ball like 27 times.
So
he was badly throwing it.
So for context, he threw 21 touchdown passes last year, and he ran another 17.
God damn.
He ran for 906 yards, and he
17 rushing touchdowns is insane.
He threw for 2,861. He ran for 906.
True, Stroud don't run like that either. You right.
Yeah, Stroud doesn't really run.
He a passer, pass first quarterback.
Listen, he's not a great quarterback right now, but we're looking for backups. Like you got a back. I want to get a backup that I don't mind seeing play. You know, like I know we probably ain't gonna win the game anyway, but I need to get a backup that I don't mind seeing them play, seeing them develop, right? Because that's where it is at this point. And that's really where it is at this point. He said tush push. He said he ran the ball and died. Listen, they ran the man like 99 times on the first drive. That why the man was out there finna hurl up a Oregon.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't like that shit though. They need to stop that shit.
What?
It ain't just cause the Eagles doing it. I'm just thinking like the reason I feel like they probably need to stop it is cause guess what? Just imagine if everybody started doing it. And like was successful at it like that. Like everybody just figured out a way to do it. Now it's just like that should be crazy, bro. Like you down there got an automatic first down.
Yeah, I don't particularly like it either, but you know, it is what it is until they put a stop to it.
Nobody will punt the ball on 4th and 1 ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like we tush push to death.
Yeah, it's sad, dog. Really, I don't have much else to talk about. I know that
Me either. I don't know what. Of course, he didn't say Stroud not a good quarterback right now. What are you talking about?
Who said that?
They think you was talking about CJ. He wasn't talking about CJ. He was talking about one of them draftable quarterbacks.
Yeah, y'all niggas snorting powder. And CJ Stroud is still not better than Dak Prescott. Holla at me when the nigga in the MVP conversation.
Facts.
Said Cowgirls, Big Trash, 49er gang. Y'all niggas pick higher than us.
Y'all was weaker than us last year. Y'all beat us though, but you know.
I mean, congratulations. You beat us when we were sorry.
You beat a sorry team.
Like,
we sorry too. We both sorry, motherfucker.
Congratulations. Like y'all, like we sorry as fuck together. We sitting on the couch talking shit.
And we still won a championship more recently than you, nigga.
Yeah, like listen, it's funny. The 49ers did all this and made all these championship games, all these Super Bowls, ain't got shit to show for it. I mean, if the Dallas Cowboys are ass, what are the 49ers? What is the team with the longer Super Bowl drought than the Dallas Cowboys? If we are ass, then y'all niggas is shit stains.
Panthers are better than the Cowboys. The trolls then came out.
These niggas came here starting.
It's time to go.
Powder.
It's time to go. I ain't got time to cuss out everybody.
I mean, we ain't got to cuss him out. You know, Christopher. Hopefully, this is actually Christopher. You know, he didn't. Hopefully, he didn't just go out there and just post somebody else's family. So you know, he seems normal enough to have people want to be around him. So I'm gonna let Christopher make it. I ain't gonna let him. I ain't gonna shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't no faceless troll. So I'm gonna let Chris make it. He said, "What about the reports that they're going to release or trade Diggs by March the 15th?" Man, I mean, my guy, he said we been though. Who cares? This is like you took a girl on a date 3 times and you get no pussy. You a trick.
All right.
You a trick.
You just worked harder for the same result, fool.
Ain't getting no ass.
You practiced more. You went to more games. You played more. You know what I'm saying? We got the same result when y'all was doing all that.
Yeah, we went 3 times. Ain't getting no ass though, man. I took her to Paris, nigga. We went to New York. Dog, we went to the Met Gala. I still ain't fucked though, but you know we went. Ain't getting no ass.
Yeah, I don't think I like Nigel no more.
Nah, fuck that.
We need a real running back.
Hey, then my dude, hey, my nigga can stay because that shit made my nigga laugh.
Hey, we ain't here. Said 49ers traded Deebo to sign Purdy. Man, you don't need no money. Money is an illusion in the cap. I'm tired of that.
Then you get to smell her fingers. It's crazy.
Damn. Did you even pinch to it?
Did you at least suck a titty, nigga? You ain't suck no titties.
How? I mean, yeah, we need a quarterback now. Not to replace, but a safety blanket.
Nah, you might be late here. We already went through the QBRs for Dak Prescott's playoff performances, all that stuff. You know, y'all can talk about that amongst yourselves. Like it's over exaggerated with what they say about Dak Prescott. Have there been games he should have played better? Yes. Have there been games we lost when he played well enough to win? Also, yes.
True.
So I already done cussed people out about that one. So
he's been underwhelming at times for sure,
and he's been amazing at times. The issue is, I'm fine losing the game that he underperformed. Like bad Dak Prescott, bad.
Yeah.
My issue is we lose the game when the nigga play well in, and that bothers me.
Let me say this before we go. Total off subject, but I think it's necessary. All right. We must get a receiver in this draft in the first or the second round. I prefer the first round because I think it's a little thin. So, okay, the reasoning is, did we not all witness CeeDee Lamb barely hanging on last year? Listen,
nigga shoulder fell out.
We used this man like a workhorse back. How long do y'all think y'all gonna have a healthy CeeDee Lamb? If you gonna use him like this with no help, with no stress release, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got nobody coming in subbing out for him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nobody else we could depend on. We doing everything with CD. We even letting this nigga run the ball. So it's like, bruh, you got to think about it. It is really dire. It is critical that you get a wide receiver this year. If you wanna preserve CeeDee Lamb, it's critical that you get a wide receiver this year. Cause look, it's a blessing that he stayed healthy last year. I'm saying he played most of the games. I think he shut down late, didn't it?
But he's been hurt since the Atlanta game. Remember? He fucked his shoulder up and he just played through it. Like, he got hurt in the Atlanta game. He got hurt the same game Dak Prescott.
Wait a minute. Time out. Somebody said, I live next door. You are screaming day and night. I will call the police now. What you talking about? That's hilarious. Who you stay next door to?
Who said some crazy shit?
My neighbors are far away. Shit. I'm on a corner house. My neighbors are a little far away. They can't hear me.
He in my chat box. He don't live by
That's funny though. He called the police now. He finna snitch.
Man, call the police, ho. Call the police. Since we live by each other, call the police. Tell them pull up on me. I have some coffee ready. We'll chop it up. And then we're gonna go from there, nigga. Like, hell, I ain't got shit to hide. I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call your mama and tell her you still like all that therapy you went to,
That's
and
crazy.
you still a bitch ass nigga.
That's wild.
Like they try and shrink the hoe out of you, and it didn't work.
Hold on, man. Y'all crazy. All right, let's look at these receivers numbers. Oh shit, Jimmy Horn. I thought he would be faster than that, honestly.
4.46.
I see.
He played.
I see
faster
Ohio
than that,
State
but
didn't
you're
run.
right.
That's smart.
They didn't need to. Didn't need to. Well, matter of fact, I don't know. Did he? Did
It
he
ain't
not
on
run?
here.
These are the top
I hope
ones.
he didn't run then. Do y'all think? What about Torrey Horton? Do y'all think we can get more success from that school? That's where Gallup went, right?
Yeah, Torrey Horton a great wide receiver. He didn't have a great year, but he also didn't have great quarterback production. Like, dog, there was a point in time some people thought Torrey Horton might be a first round pick.
That's what's up. We might need to snatch him in a later round. I wouldn't be mad if we double dip at receiver. Or definitely running back. We need to double dip at running back for sure.
Now, Ty Felton is somebody that a lot of people like. Played at Maryland. He ended up running 4.37. He made himself some money. Matthew, 4.29.
That's crazy.
He was already a projected first round pick.
That's crazy. Now we might need to slide on him.
I wouldn't listen.
How tall is he?
Because he's 6 foot even.
That's a little short for me.
Is it when you run that fast?
It depends on how you play.
He played good. Yeah, Bond ran a 4.39. That's Daniel 4.4. We gonna give him love for the.
We thought he was finna break the record.
Yeah. Pissed me off. You talked all that shit. Him and Blue. Matter of fact, both y'all niggas were talking about y'all were gonna break this damn record that Xavier Worthy had last year, and neither one of y'all niggas even sniffed it. Y'all talked all that shit, and the nigga ain't said nothing. Just showed up and listen. Matthew Gold ain't say a word. That nigga showed up, ran the 40 and left.
Man, y'all wild as hell.
4.29.
I'm out of here, man.
What?
It's time to go.
What was said this time?
JJ said he talk about Stephon Diggs in his door trying to take that man booty. I'm out of here.
I told you Stephon Diggs be taking shit. You thought I was just playing.
What the booty warrior said?
He said, I like shit and I want shit.
Booty more important than water, boy.
Man,
hell no.
That shit is despicable.
I lived a life crime free for that. You know, that kept me away from jail. That right there.
I'm out here just doing the Lord's work at this point. Because I refuse.
Oh, Lord.
I refuse. But listen, 40 times means nothing. But when you play fast and then you run a fast ass 40, it does verify what the hell we saw.
Yeah.
Barely. And listen, I don't want to hear about a 4.39 when you told me you're gonna run a 4.2. I didn't put those expectations on that nigga. He put them on himself. So I'm not overtly impressed. You talked all that shit. You had a bad season. Talked all that shit, and you still didn't run the 40 times you said you gonna run.
Then he left Bama. You know he a hoe.
Fuck
Bye.
Isaiah Bond is gonna be in prison when these NFL corners get on him, and he won't be able to make Bond. He gonna be in clamps.
See, yeah, we good on him.
Yeah,
Good on him.
There's a bunch of niggas I'd take, man. We already know about Ted. I would take Ted. I'd take a fly on Luther Burden, even though I don't think that I'm not as high on Luther Burden as other people, but he's obviously better than what we have. Matthew Golden has went way up on my list.
I think we gotta add the fact that they gonna be with CeeDee Lamb and Dak though. I think that makes them better.
Yeah, of course.
That makes them better.
And then guys that y'all don't know about, like, I'm gonna show my biases. Oh yeah, I'm a hater. Listen, nigga, I'm trying to go to the Hater Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I'm
he
trying to
already
hate on
in
every
there.
nigga.
He got a statue already.
I'm trying to hate on every nigga from Bama. I'm gonna try to hate on Lando.
Damn.
Oh, I'm just doing the Lord's work at this point. Well, let me see who else. Andrew Armstrong from Arkansas, 6'5", ran a 4.5.
I see they trying to act like Dallas want Cooper Kupp. Y'all think he got some left in the tank?
Fuck no. No.
If we get Cooper Kupp, we still need to draft a wide receiver first round.
If we get Cooper Kupp and we don't do anything else, I'ma holler at y'all. This gonna be a podcast about TV shows and shit. I ain't gonna even tell y'all nothing. Y'all gonna think y'all getting Cowboys. Y'all gonna come on here.
I'm gonna come on here and be a real cowboy. I'm gonna be talking about Yellowstone. I'm gonna be talking about Yellowstone and shit. Like, hey,
I'll be doing movie reviews. Like,
John Dutton said this, and you know what I'm saying. We on that type of time.
Like,
But
dog,
man,
I be on here talking about the new Captain America. Like, yeah, man, Sam.
reaction videos.
It's over with.
But man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm finna get ready to ride on out. I'm a little low energy right now. Let's see.
Said DK Metcalf, of course. DK is somebody that's a one right now where he's at. If you get DK and you add him with CD Lamb, I'm fine with that.
Might be a little too weird in the wide receiver room. I'm good.
I don't care how weird it is. Them niggas can wear all the skirts and kilts they want.
Hell no.
I mean, your Bama dude painting his nails and posting zesty captions. So.
Hey, I don't support that. I called him out. We ain't playing like that. We don't play like that. Yeah. I'm looking at DK and CD. That'll be too crazy for me. Oh, shit. Let me quit playing, man. We good, though. We good.
Yeah, DK at 2 here. So I'm fine with him being a 2 because somebody's second corner is going to have to cover DK Metcalf. Do you know how crazy that shit sounds? But listen, we going on 2 hours and a half. I got things I got to do before I go to work.
Yeah.
So God bless y'all. Thank y'all for everything. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Let me take the screen down so I can see y'all one last time.
True.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Make sure y'all hit the share button on the way out. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App on the way out because we will podcast for food.
Yeah.
$ Henny the Moore, $ Landlord 723.
A little goes a long way, you know?
A long way.
We will.
Today.
We're going to start saying that we will podcast for food.
Will podcast.
Preferably eggs, you know?
Send me the whole chicken while it's breathing.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
gas too, you know what I'm saying? We'll do a little bit for a little gas, you know what I'm saying?
It can be a rooster, man, as long as you let me know what the price of a hen is.
All right.
I gotta start somewhere. If you give me the rooster, like I'm gonna make sure my nigga eating bananas so his sperm count can be up. He can get all the chickens pregnant.
Montana said no Buckeyes, please. We gonna draft Jenkins.
We gonna draft nothing but
just
Buckeyes.
To piss you off.
Damn, I had that. I didn't even use it.
What?
I thought I had it.
Oh, the running back stuff.
Damn it. I must have didn't upload it, so I guess it wasn't meant to be. Because I could have sworn I had it in here. Because I had a nice little graphic comparing Judkins and Ezekiel Elliott. But we'll do that later. We'll do it another time. We're gonna do more.
Let's do it. We got more content coming for y'all, man. We appreciate y'all too, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out for all the support. Everybody being engaging all through the show, rocking out for 2.5 hours. That's incredible on a Sunday. What Jay said, you could have been anywhere in the world. We appreciate y'all, man.
But you're here with us, man. That's all that matters. And in the words of West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up.